How the hell are we, man? How you doing?
I'm good. I'm good.
All
I'm
right.
excited to. I'm excited to see Gooch. I haven't heard from
Yeah,
Gooch,
Gooch will be here soon.
in a while. I mean, it's been too
He's
long
always
since
here.
I've heard from Gooch.
Yeah, I'm trying to find the. There we go. I'm waiting. I was waiting for the stream to pop up so that I can post the link. Sorry, I didn't mean to be so.
Hey, it's
not
okay.
Tapped in for a second there.
It's all right.
Um,
Dude, I've just been watching
we got a fun
college
one
hoops. Yeah, we do have a fun episode.
Yeah.
Sorry, I
I'm
had to
excited.
just
I'm excited for this. You watching
interject
college
that
hoops?
it's college hoops time.
Ooh,
Thanksgiving when there's no football on, just watching daytime college basketball like Maui Invitational games is
Seton Hall
it's
USC
peak.
is right now, right? That's
5 minutes
actively
left.
going on as we're filming. Yeah.
2 undefeated squads. Like I love the NBA, but there is something about college basketball.
Yeah, you're a big college hoops guy.
I do like college hoops. I wish I watched more. I find myself I think almost forcing myself to watch the NBA because I do content on the NBA. It's what I do, and I'll mix in some college hoops, but
Yeah.
and ultimately the NBA is just the players are just so much better.
Oh yeah.
But you don't get as good of basketball from an X's and O's standpoint in the NBA at times because they're
I was
better.
going to ask that. Yeah, I was going to ask that. Do you enjoy like the brand of basketball in college better? Like do you find it to be a more attractive brand of basketball, or do you think it's just the difference is just that it's just the talent level and it just depends on like what you're interested in?
The second one, it's the lame
Okay.
answer, but it's the right one. Like
Yeah.
there are a lot of college teams that run an NBA offense, and what that means is
Sure.
essentially it's a quick hitter action for something. If you don't like anything, then it's a high pick and roll to get a switch and then go at someone.
Yeah.
But there is a lot of like dribble drive, like what's kind of been the new hotness with Pacers, Heat, Grizzlies. And the Pacers are more action oriented, but like Heat, Grizzlies, Raptors, specifically. I've been watching some Raptors tape and they're on the same wave as the Heat and the Grizzlies.
Yeah, you posted about the Raptors being on a hot streak right now.
Dude.
And being such an interesting team to watch right now.
Did you read any
What
of
a
those comments?
fascinating- I didn't tap into the comments. What are they like?
You can just give someone's team all the compliments in the world, but if you say one thing that they don't agree with, they will crucify you.
Yeah.
I said that the
Right,
Raptors,
right.
I said they're doing better for the talent that they have. They're doing better than they should be. Everyone's like,
I think
this guy doesn't know anything. He said the Raptors don't have a lot of talent. I'm like, because it's the same roster as last year, like mixing a few different guys, but like post trade deadline, same roster. And like last year was everyone saying like, man, how are the Raptors so bad? Like they got all this talent on their roster.
Right. Yeah. No. I think going into this season, I think everyone was like, well, the Raptors will be a play-in team again, maybe. Like that's kind of just been the Raptors' MO for the last couple seasons here. And it's not like it's not like they went out and got another guy. Like they signed, they gave like Quickly a huge contract recently, and everyone was like,
that was an extension.
Okay,
because he got there at the deadline, right? It was him and BI both got there at the deadline.
Yeah. But it was a lot of guys that were like, it's a lot of dudes that weren't really needle movers anywhere else. It's not like they went out and got Kawhi back. It wasn't like they made like some drastic change. They were the same team they were last year when they were mid. So I don't think it's a crazy take to be like, wow, the Raptors are surprisingly good. Yeah.
It's quite literally the definition of confirmation bias, of people just being like so upset when you say something that doesn't align with their
100%.
take of like,
100%.
our team is good, therefore we have a lot of talent. I'm like, not really. Like those two don't have to both be true at the same time.
Yeah. Thickham says Canadians, SMH. True.
Classic.
True. These damn Canadians, man.
iPad Pup said, we talking about basketball or dinosaurs? And to that, dinosaurs. I say both. We can do a little dinosaur talk. Stegosaurus, Tyrannosaurus Rex, pterodactyl.
Yep. Bronchiosaurus. Many are saying.
Megalodon.
Many are,
counts.
Yeah. Wow.
Technically a dinosaur.
Whoa, you went ocean. Yeah. Ocean dinosaur counts. Yeah. We should do like a top 10 dinosaur list.
We should.
I'm not even kidding. That would actually be a fun segment. We should do a random top 10 in like every episode. We should just have 5 minutes. We just each give like our top 10 of something that like isn't sports related at all, and then we just go, all right, well, cool, now we know, and we just move on. We don't discuss it. We just give our top 10.
No discussion whatsoever. Just like, this is my top 10. You're like, what's yours? You give yours. Move on.
Cool. Okay. Yeah. Word. Yeah. That's good. Raptors. Good.
Let's do top 5 dinosaurs real quick.
Top 5 dinosaurs.
I can go first if you want me to. I don't need names.
Yeah.
We don't always have to have the names.
Okay. Okay.
But okay. Thickums says, is Desmond Bain going to make the list? That's good stuff. Short arms, he's T-Rex. That was good.
Classic.
Thickums. I got that one.
Anthony.
I'm here for you. Shout out Ant. But I'm going to go.
Shout out Thickums.
And I don't know a lot of names. So someone can help me out.
I'll pull up some names here.
The 4-legged one with the little like mace at the end of its tail. That's my number one.
I got you, brother. Right here. Ankylosaurus, I believe. Is that the one you're talking about?
Yes. So Ankylosaurus is going to be my one. There's an herbivore of sorts that has like almost a weird head where it kind of comes back and there's a little knob on the back.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. I was just at the Natural Museum, the Museum of Natural History in New York, and I spent quite a bit of time in the dinos. I mean, I went full like hands behind my back and just like quietly, I just had my headphones in. The guy that I met up with had to go, so I was alone. Perusing dinosaurs in the Museum of Natural History. Headphones in, listening to like lo-fi, like literally lo-fi, like jazz or so, like one of those types of playlists. Just walking and just going,
yes.
I did Socrates and Plato type talk. True.
This is like a Matt and Shane, where they Photoshop them on philosophers.
Yeah. This is truly a meeting of the minds. I did learn some cool facts. I wish I could remember them, but I don't remember a lot of the things that I learned. And I really tried to retain. I really was like, I had a whole day to myself in New York. I had nothing going on. And I was like, I read a lot of the placards. I mean, I was truly absorbing knowledge, but I guess it just didn't stick. I found the dinosaur you were talking about. I'm trying to zoom in and see.
It's an herbivore. I know that because I was really disappointed as a kid. I was like, that one's way too cool.
But I kind of,
bitch.
Yeah. I hear that as a kid. You're like, I want the dinosaur I like to be like
carnivore.
Right. But I have sort of a newfound respect for the herbos.
Yeah, speed kills.
Yeah,
they're always fast.
Oh, geez, no, that might not be the right one. Yeah, never mind. That's not the right one. It's a different one. It looked better from far away. Once I finally pulled it up, I would like to throw Stegosaurus into the mix. I like all the spikies going down the spine.
Yeah, we'll go.
Fun one.
Are we doing individual top 5s or are we joint?
Parasaurolophus, I think, is the one you're thinking of.
That's what I was about to say.
Parasaurolophus.
Yeah.
I don't know. We've got the. I'm a big fan of the. If we're gonna go ocean as well, the Plesiosaurus. The Plesiosaurus.
Is that the long mouthed one?
No, the Plesiosaurus. Just bros talking dinos. The Plesiosaurus is this guy right here. It's the one.
Okay. Loch Ness.
Sort of looks like. Yeah, like a
Nessie.
Loch Ness, sort of like Lapras from Pokemon.
Yes.
That.
What's the small one with this right here?
Yeah, with that one. That's the famous from Jurassic Park. It has that famous scene, right? Yeah, that's the
in the kitchen, right?
Yeah, the Dilophosaurus.
Classic.
Yeah, I'm a big Dilophosaurus fan as well.
That's probably getting in that number like 3.
Yeah, that'd be top 5 for me. They're smaller than you'd think, which kind of bums me out a little bit. I'd like for them to be a little bit bigger, but what are you going to do?
Yeah, I'm Googling coolest dinosaurs right now.
Yeah. We'll come back with a truly like well thought out list.
Yeah, Spinosaurus. A lot for the name, but also just like good dino.
Yeah. God, a good dino is just so fun,
Very
man.
cool.
I love a good dino. Yeah. Fascinating critters. They're
fascinating critters.
They're finding out that they think that dinosaurs maybe more represented a bird than they did like reptile, like they're more bird-like than they are lizard-like. That's what we're hearing in the dino spaces right now.
In the archaeology field. the anthropology side of things.
Which one of you is long and which one of you is short? Hey, that's for us to know and for you guys to find out.
Who do you think?
Yeah, if you had to guess, if you just had to take.
I mean, there's a lot of evidence online for how tall one of us is and how short the other is. That's all I'll say.
It's true. It's out there. It's out there if you really want to find it. Next pod is top 10 Pokemon, and I will. And I will, by the way.
I'll do that.
Know that I would. Are you a Pokemon guy?
Yeah.
You big Pokemon?
I mean, more so grew up a Pokemon guy.
No, same. But I mean, I still play the games here and there, and I know.
Man, I do have a Switch, but I am not happy with it. Game Freak has done nothing but just curb stomp their fans over the past 10 years. Just like the same game, minimal effort. The stories suck. They make it impossible to play the game for the first 3 hours in the game. Yeah. But I will say this: I once got broken up with in middle school in 8th grade because the girl I was dating found out that I still played Pokemon.
Hey, and you're better off for it.
Yeah, dodged the bullet. I don't think she's doing well.
Her loss.
Yeah, she's actually. I know for a fact that she's not doing great.
By the way, my girlfriend's
nice gal,
in the chat right now.
Great family, loved her family, really nice family. Was cool with her brother for a while.
Yeah,
still not cool with him now, but
right. I just want to say my girlfriend's in the chat right now, and I just want her to understand what's going on. I want her to hear how important Pokemon is because we've had some conversations.
Really?
We've had some conversations about my Pokemon usage. Yeah, there's this game. There's this game called Pokemon trading card game Pocket, and it's like an app where you have the cards and you battle people with them.
I have a cousin that's really into it. A few cousins.
And I've logged some hours on that game. I'll be honest, I've logged some hours on the Pokemon trading card Pocket game. And there's been a few discussions. That's all. There's been a discussion or two here about.
And there's nothing wrong with that, dude.
There's nothing wrong with that.
The war on women against male hobbies, it has to stop. It has to stop.
Dude, truly,
it needs to stop.
It truly needs to cease. I don't understand what the war against our hobbies is, dude. They've waged.
Dude, a guy's got to get some clan wars in, and all of a sudden it's the end of the world.
Right.
A guy wants to do a little arc rating, at Dam Control or Stella Montes, and all of a sudden, we need to spend time together right now.
Oh,
ridiculous.
You want me to put time and effort into my relationship instead of this game that doesn't mean anything ever? Okay. Kind of weird.
How do you expect me to finish the season pass when I've just been spending all my time with you?
Babe, I'm the GM of the Sacramento Kings. We're mid-rebuild right now. I don't know what you want me to do.
Just banging my fist on the dinner table because my kids won't shut up, and just honey, what's wrong? I'm just stressed. We're in cap hell.
Dude, can I tell you what happened? I started my GM on 2K26 because I haven't done it in a long time. I was like, dude, I'll sim a couple seasons here and see what I can do. And I did. I took over the Sacramento Kings, made some beautiful trades, got us a lot of picks, got us a top 4 pick. Now they weren't the ownership wasn't happy with me because they wanted me to win now. And I said, listen, fellas, Levine, DeRozan, Sabonis is not working. We've got to go rebuild. And that's what we did. And I flipped everybody, and I ended up with Sengun, Durin, and Giddey. That was my big 3, plus a ton of young athletic wings that had a ton of potential. Couple forwards that were young.
There's some names. Did you download the real draft classes?
No. I did a randomized draft.
You got to get the classes, bro.
Well, I'll tell you what. I'm going to have to do that because the next season I built a good roster. Well, I had Carter Bryant. That would be a name that you know.
Okay. Nice.
Kason Wallace from the
Kason Wallace, nice.
I from the Thunder. I made some good signings that were real life signings, and then I drafted a couple of make believe guys that they generated for me. And I go into the next season. I'm like, fellas, we're ready to win now. And they were like, no, actually, you were right about the rebuild. We need a top 3 pick. And I just kept hitting no. I just kept telling because you do conversations.
Okay, so I usually just do my league. And where I can control everything if I want to, but I only choose to control one team. That way, I don't have ownership breathing down my back. All right.
No, I was doing my GM. I was.
You're really role playing.
Yeah, yeah. And I I kept hitting no. I was like, they're like, we need a top 3 pick, and I kept finding the nice way to say like, no, we can compete now. And the owner fired me, and it's just over. It's just over. A pop up came up on the screen. It just goes, you're done. That's it. That's it. There's no like, you can't like try to get your job back. You can't get picked up by another team. It's just like, yeah, your career is over. You're done. That's it. That's it. And that's it. I can't go back into the saved game. There's nothing I can do with that now.
It's gone.
I was sitting in this chair because I play on this screen that I'm here right now. And it was like 11 p.m. And I literally had my controller in hand. And I just go, my jaw dropped. I went, it's over? Like that. I was shocked. I didn't know they could do that. I didn't know that was a possibility.
A learning moment to only ever do my league from now on.
Well, no, I'm going to go back into my GM out of spite now, and now I'm going to pick the Wizards, and I'm going to beat the Kings. Now I'm going to pick a different rebuilding team.
Like, just go manual control don't sim when you play the Kings and just win 125 to 40.
Yeah, every time I play the Kings now, I've got to
put it on rookie. Yeah. Just go crazy.
Yeah, I'm going Wizards or Hornets next. That's the plan.
VR Tech says a man can't even climb to 15K trophies. I have to address this. Yeah. I have been on the cusp of 15K trophies in Clash Royale for so long.
I never got into Clash.
Dude, it scratches my brain just the right way. It's fast-paced enough. There's enough strategy and like actual thought that goes into what you do with your deck, versus kind of what your deck is made up of. Yeah. Right now I'm running a little nasty. So VR Tech says show your deck. By the way, you're buying your time to talk about soccer. I'm showing my Clash Royale deck right now. You're earning your soccer time. We're in a little mortar. I just explained. Yeah. Oh, sorry. Just real quick. Little Evo mortar, Dark Goblin, Skeleton Barrel. I don't have the Evo for Skeleton Barrel, or else it'd be there in place of the Skellies.
Yeah.
But
okay. Word. I don't know anything about Clash. I never got into any version of Clash of Clans.
I played the regular one for a bit, but I like Clash Royale more. Also, I have a theory that because I see a lot of Clash Royale streams on my TikTok, and I watch them for a little bit. People get mad. You could play any deck, and everyone is mad at you for the deck that you're playing. Any deck.
You just got Verteg just said "ew" all caps to your deck. Yeah.
Exhibit A.
Wow.
I mean, no one plays Mortar. I'm not playing any sort of meta deck. Like nothing meta about it because my best deck, I'm trying to play something else and change it up because I ran a Royal Recruits deck. And I'm speaking Chinese to you right now, but either way, fine. Everyone just gets mad.
Yeah.
There's a lot of every card is a fuck ass card in that game because that's what I say whenever I see a card I don't like them. It's like fuck ass card.
That's honestly kind of how I am in Pokemon trading card game. Anytime I lose, I go, well, that guy's a fucking pussy anyway. So. He's using a bitch deck anyway, so who fucking cares?
And this guy runs recruits hogs. And I'm not even. And that's the thing. I don't ever get mad.
So funny.
But that is a deck that a lot of people would be mad about. Recruits. Anytime you run recruits in a deck, everyone's like, no skill, pussy. You're a loser.
Verteg says I run the recruits hogs deck.
Yeah. No, I just saw that.
Yeah, there you go.
Recruits hogs.
Yep. There you go. Hey, we've covered quite a few awesome things so far in this pod. We've got some Dino talk. We've got some Pokemon talk. We've got some Clash of Clans talk. We're covering quite a few awesome things so far. But we should hop into some sports talk here. We should hop into maybe we can get into some Western Conference talk in the NBA if you'd like to do that. Do we want to start there? Or do we want to start with football? Because we've got some NFL recap stuff we can hit as well.
Let's hit the NFL first.
Let's hit the NFL first. I like that. Let's do that. And if anyone in the chat has anything they would like to hear us talk about, GP, good push, GP. If anyone has anything they'd like to hear us chat about, if anyone has some NFL takes they would want to give, even if you want to hear our thoughts, we had a question last episode that was Panda Express or Jersey Mike's that sparked quite the debate.
Yeah, so, good views on that clip.
Anything. Yeah. I got some people fired up.
A lot of attention.
Yeah. So if anyone has anything they want us to chat about and hear our thoughts about, please let us know.
Dude, I can't believe Gooch hasn't made himself known yet. It's crazy.
I know. I'm surprised that Gooch isn't here yet. Michael Wilson over MHJ. That's so funny. I was just in the shower today thinking about. I was like, it's crazy football is such a wild sport. It's so much more unpredictable than something like basketball, because in football, you go into the season, you go, Kyler Murray and Marvin Harrison Jr. are probably going to be a decent combo. They'll probably be a pretty dynamic, exciting QB wide receiver stack, right? And we are going into week 13 here, week 12, week 13. I'm notorious for not knowing what week of any season I'm in. We're going into week, I believe, 13 here. And who'd have thunk? Who'd have thunk Jacoby Brissett and Michael Wilson is a better quarterback wide receiver combination than Kyler Murray and Marvin Harrison Jr. Statistically, a better combination.
I'm going to throw this out there.
Please.
Well, first off, the fact that Jacoby Brissett is setting the league on fire is the least surprising thing to me ever. I'm such a Jacoby believer. And if you ask anyone, bro, they'll tell you that I was saying this is the Jacoby year.
Okay. I like that.
Everything that has happened, I said was going to happen, actually.
This is why we need this pod, because that would have been nice to have.
I know. Wouldn't it have been great if we had the podcast when I was saying all those things?
That would have been a hilarious clip to go back on if you said that as a take. If you just had like a throwout take, you're like, I think this is Jacoby Brissett's year in Arizona, and everyone's like, okay. And then going back and posting that clip now with like a timestamp of when you said it could have been sick.
Let's throw some out here. Just in case. Actually, this is the year that Mac Jones takes the starting job from Brock Purdy and he signs a huge contract.
Whoa.
Hold on.
There's a good one.
There's one.
Yeah.
Who's another backup? We could also just say things that have already happened and just pawn it off as like we called it, and like put like a black and white grainy filter. Like Joe Flacco is going to start for the Cincinnati Bengals this year. Just watch.
Bengals. Yeah.
Know.
True. I know. I'm trying to think of what backup, who the top tier backup. I guess you could go Marcus Mariota. Marcus Mariota will be a 500 quarterback for the New Orleans Saints next season.
I like that. Who's Snoop Huntley is going to get a shot with the Jets, and he's going to make them very good.
Yeah.
They're going to be very good with Snoop Huntley.
It's funny because some of these takes are like not wildly off base. Like if we're looking at the league right now, there's a ton of teams that need a quarterback, especially a bridge QB. And Mac Jones should be a starting quarterback for the Jets, and the Saints would both be better football teams right now today with Mac Jones starting over anyone that either of those franchises have at quarterback right now. Yeah. And the Browns, honestly. Mac Jones is a better quarterback than Shedeur Sanders. I don't care that he had a good game. The boys beat the birds. Yeah. That's actually a great place to start. Talk about the complete opposite of what we're talking about now, where we're talking about like crystal ball. We'll call it, instead of crystal ball, we'll call it the ball knowing eye. We almost named the pod that. So we'll call it. Maybe that's a segment now. The ball knowing eye, which is like the all knowing eye, but it's
let's be the ball knowing guys. I like that one more.
Okay. Ball knowing guys.
Or guy. Or we take turns. Okay. There's only one ball knowing guy. And whoever has the better take takes the crown of the ball knowing guy.
I like that. There we go. Okay. Yes. Whoever commits, there's the new segment. Whoever commits to the better prediction take that ends up being right holds the belt of ball knowing guy, which is a play on words for the all knowing eye. Listen, I was wrong. We gave our predictions last week for the games this week that were just played here. And full hands up responsibility when we looked at Eagles boys. We were like, yeah, it'll be a shootout, but the Eagles will walk away with that one. We don't need to spend much time on it. I think that was our exact take.
Yeah. Just about. I remember saying something about like the Cowboys are going to have to score with them from the start in order to win this game. And when that didn't happen, I was like, game over, man.
Yeah.
Like IMDb, game over, man.
Yep.
Shout out Workaholics guys. But yeah, it was just tale of two halves. Just the exact opposites.
Full tale of two halves. One arm, full one arm sleeve Dak coming out in the second half and just hooping. Yeah. Hooping, bro. Pickens CD looks like maybe the best receiver duo in the league.
It does.
Puka Tay is probably one right now.
Yeah, that's. I might lean CD Pickens, but it's a toss up for me. I think it's honestly, if it's Puka Devontae, it's because they do very different things, and it just is better balance. But is it time that is George Pickens WR1 in Dallas? Because I think he is.
You think George Pickens is the wide receiver 1 in Dallas right now?
Yeah. Huh. He only has less yards than one guy in the NFL, and it's JSN.
Yeah. Yeah, hey, listen, Pickens has certainly had a great year. And I mean, statistically, we're talking about like I believe he's top 3 in YAC, in yards after catch. He is, like you said, he's second in like total receiving yards. He's first in separation score. And he's I believe he's top 5 in another really good indicator stat. He is absolutely balling out this season. Don't get me wrong. I think part of this, the reason I will slow down on this idea that he is now taken over as the wide receiver 1 in Dallas, the reason I will pump the brakes on that is because CD has been hurt, and I think it has been hard for him to get in rhythm. And I think that does matter a lot of times with athletes playing at this level. Like Pickens was the guy while CD was out and was just rolling. And I think oftentimes, especially in football, you really do ride the hot hand. It's not quite like the NBA. If Cade Cunningham goes down for the Pistons and then he comes back, he's still going to jump up to immediately being the highest usage guy within like a game or two.
Fair.
In the NFL, Chuba Hubbard goes down. Rico Dowdle is rolling. Chuba Hubbard comes back, and it's like, hey, listen, Dowdle's just playing well right now. We're going to ride the hot hand because we need to win games.
And that's fair because there's only so many games in a season. You can't be like, we'll let you, little warm-up game, and maybe like it's like if he's better now, if he's playing better, then he's going to be our guy until you prove. It's his job to lose now. I know, some people will say, you should never lose your job to injury. And it's like, well, you'll say that until, your team is in that situation and they start playing a guy who's coming back from injury and it makes you worse. And then you're like, it should be the other guy's job. It should be Rico Dowdle's job. It should be George Pickens' job. Or Mac Jones's job if you're a 49ers fan.
We want to talk. Hey, if we want to talk about taking over the 1 spot at the position, Mac Jones has looked the better quarterback than Brock Purdy. He just has. I mean, I don't know. The problem is I don't know what the Niners do with that situation because they just paid Purdy.
Yeah,
I've been kind of a T-Law defender. You do, and I've been kind of a T-Law defender, but him and Purdy getting paid as much as they did when they signed those contracts and being as average or below average as they are, you can't help but look at those guys. And the reason I bring up, it's interesting to bring up Trevor Lawrence. The reason I bring him up is because A, they both got paid fat. B, Mac Jones looked better than both of them in the times that he started, in the stretches that Mac Jones started over Trevor Lawrence and now Brock Purdy for their respective teams. Mac Jones looked better in those stretches than both of those players. So,
yeah.
At some point,
Jacoby's been better than everyone. So.
Jacoby has been better than Kyler Murray for sure. So it's really interesting. It's really interesting, this Mac Jones thing, given that he's played behind 2 guys that he's now looked better than, that both get paid exponentially more than he does on long-term contracts. Should be Michael Wilson's job, says Thickums in the chat. I got to say, Michael Wilson might be a better receiver than Marvin Harrison Jr. I think you can rock with them as your wide receiver 1 and 2. But I think the question is just like, who's our true 1? And I think at this point it has to be like, give Michael Wilson a shot to be the true 1 in Arizona and make Marvin Harrison Jr. your 2.
Well, I mean, honestly, I think it's really just Trey McBride.
Well, that's okay. That's actually the better point there. That's probably the better point is, in theory, Trey McBride is really their wide receiver 1. Same with Brock Bowers in Vegas. Unless you go sign legitimately a top 5 wide receiver, because right now Trey McBride and Brock Bowers, if they were wide receivers, they would be top 7 wide receivers in the league. based on like targets, touchdowns, receiving yards. Trey McBride, I think, is top 10 in total yards, total receiving yards of any.
Oh yeah, he's been having a monster year.
Yeah.
He plays for the Cardinals, so no one cares.
Yeah. Him and Christian McCaffrey are both in the top 10 receiving yards, and they're not wide receivers. So, yeah, Trey McBride, in theory, I guess, is the wide receiver 1. And then I guess after that, it'd be like, well, Michael Wilson should be the wide receiver 1, but true that the second receiving option. Wide receiver 1 in terms of like literal depth chart description, but second in total looks, we'll put it that way. Total looks per game should be Michael Wilson. And then, yeah, you do kind of have Marvin Harrison Jr. as like your wide receiver 3. Purdy and T-Law don't exactly have age on Mac Jones either. Yeah, that's the thing. That's a great point, George. Neither of those guys are – it's not like they're exponentially younger than Mac Jones. Mac Jones, I believe, is 27 now.
Yeah.
Age 26, 27 season. And then T-Law is 25. And then T-Law and Purdy are both like 25, I believe. So, especially for a quarterback, for a position you could play – all three of those guys could play for 10 more years, 10 plus more years.
Yeah.
And still, so you've got a decade left in your career, and you've now been the better quarterback than the guys that start ahead of you for 2 seasons straight. Someone's got to give Mac Jones a shot. He's got to have his Baker Mayfield moment here, where he's been lighting up too many teams. It
feels like he's next up. It feels like maybe Jacoby sees a little bit of a renaissance if he goes somewhere else. You know,
I think my comparison there, I think if I had to pick, Mac Jones is more akin to Baker Mayfield. Jacoby is more a Geno Smith situation.
Yeah.
Where I think he'll have
perfect situation and you can get a lot out of him and he'll get paid. Other than that, there's a lot of teams realistically.
I think Jacoby Brissett will be a Saint or a Jet next season. If either of those teams drafts a QB high and that QB looks good, they will end up starting over Jacoby by like week 8, week 6, maybe, depending on how good they look. But he could have, if the backup, the rookie, not the backup, if one of those teams drafts a rookie QB and they don't look good, they could just be like, hey, look, we're winning games, we're going to rock with Jacoby. But I would say the reason I make that analogy of like Mac Jones to Baker and Jacoby to Geno is because Geno, I think, has struggled more and has looked more like maybe he is more of a bridge guy than like a franchise guy.
Yeah.
And I think that'll be more Jacoby's wheelhouse.
I wanted to address something from the chat here. George Straw says, you boys tune into college hoops at all? This Tennessee-Houston game is great TV. I have been watching college basketball. I do have that game on, not really paying that much attention to it, but I'll check on it every once in a while. But you know what Houston game I did tune into, unfortunately, was the Thursday Night Football game of last week.
Yeah.
Texans-Bills. Kind of, honestly, call me crazy just because he's highly sought after as a head coach, both, I think, for NFL teams and college teams. Mm-hmm. After this season, I kind of want Joe Brady gone.
Really? As a Bills fan, you're saying?
Yeah.
You want Joe Brady out of town?
Yeah, I think our defense is just bad, period.
Okay.
But I think our offense should be better. But Joe Brady might be the most conservative play caller in the NFL. Like, really? It's getting to like Steelers level. It's not, but I'm upset. So I'm going to hyperbolize.
Yeah,
that's a word.
Yeah, hyperbolize. Yeah,
but it's just a lot of run, pass on third down, and everyone just drops into coverage and spies Josh. And it's like it feels like the NFL has figured out Joe Brady, and then we'll score 40 points. And I'm like, I guess not. But like, you can't have letdown games when you're in a Super Bowl window. Like, you can't have them as often as we've had them. At least, like, there have been years where the Bills were better and we dropped a few games, but for the most part, we take care of business. It feels bad this year, man. Like, and I know the Texans have a really good defense. But like, there's got to be a way to scheme guys open. I felt like they blitzed on every time Josh dropped back. I felt like they were blitzing, and our O-line is good. It's very good.
Yeah. You got a big, solid O-line. It's interesting. Speaking of ball knowing guy, we said last episode, when we talked about our game predictions, we had said if there was this just feels like if there's an upset game this week, it feels like the Thursday night football game here where the Texans come in. And then we were like, oh, well, Davis Mills is starting, so probably not. I had said, hey, maybe if CJ was there, if CJ was there, I would have taken the Texans to win that game. I would have put money on it.
Yeah.
Because it just felt like one of those weeks where the Bills drop a game. And then we were like, yeah, but Davis Mills is starting, so probably not. And it turned out to be one of those Thursday night games where the better team kind of drops the ball.
Yeah,
it's got to be a headache. It's got to be a headache as a Bills fan. Honestly, a lot of this goes back to, I don't want to keep harping on your Bills, but
it's all right. I'm not like I'm not going to stand up for them. I'm like,
yeah.
I've been called in for the parent teacher conference, and I'm like, what did you do? Like, you need, right. I'm not going to like go to bat for my kid. I'm just like, he probably did something stupid.
That's how more sports fans need to be about their team.
Teams and players, dude.
Yeah, and players where you need to be like, well, maybe we are just not where we need to be. But there's also too far on the other side of that where people are like too critical of their team, where they're like,
we suck.
Nothing we ever do will ever be good enough. And there is a middle. Parent-teacher conference, treat it like a kid at a parent-teacher conference. That's a very good way to put that because that's very middle ground. You're like, I love you. You're my kid. I believe in you. A lot of times I feel you can do no wrong and I'll support you through thick and thin. But there does need to be some level of like, hey, why do I keep getting called in by the principal? Why are we here? Why is this my third time here?
Why are we here again? Like, right. One or two times, fool me once. Right. Shame on me. Fool me, can't get fooled again. But I've taken this stance a lot because when, not to jump all the way into basketball, but when Luka was a Maverick, I was very, very critical of Luka at times. And I was very, very, I don't know. I would praise him a lot too. Of just like, he's so cold. Like, he's a bucket. No one can guard him. I think he's the best player in the NBA. But when he had a bad game, I'm like, that's not good enough. Yeah. Especially in the playoffs. Like, can't do that. But there's a lot of fans like I said, I say Toronto's really good, especially with not having a ton of talent, and everyone's just like, we have so much talent. I'm like, well, you were under 500 last year, and the only roster change is Sandro Mamushkavelli. All right.
Yeah.
You're not, this is, I'm complimenting you. Take the compliment. But
Right.
A lot of times it's just 12-year-olds too. It's always 12-year-olds.
I have to remind myself that sometimes. I have to remind myself like, hey, this is probably a bot or a 13-year-old kid.
Yeah, especially within sports.
Yeah. Did I tell the story of when I DM'd that kid back?
Yeah. I don't know if you did it on. I don't know if you did it on.
Okay,
stream. It's a good story though.
Okay. Well, I got a DM from a kid because I'll go through my DMs every once in a while, make my requests because sometimes I'll find stuff in there like people are like, it'll be like another creator that like wants to work with me, but for whatever reason went to like my request, or I'll get like a company hitting me, whatever it is. So I'll go through my requests, and every once in a while I'll find like just a really funny like hate DM. And I found one time I had made fun of. I posted a video making fun of George. We will get to that comment soon. I see you, just so you know.
Hey, I see you, and I hear you.
Yeah, we see you and we hear you. Please, by the way, guys, keep laying questions down the pipeline here. We will get to them. So I posted a video about loud car guys being like pick me guys, basically. Like the whole gist of the video was like, why are you trying to impress other dudes so much? Why are you trying to make other people look at you so much? You're so like, what do you want to? Your whole thing is like ruining people's days by just being like the loudest thing on the planet. Yeah. Like, so I was making this joke about loud cars. Yeah. What are you compensating for? And I got a ton of hate in the comments, like the most hate I've ever gotten in a video ever in my life. And this kid DM'd me. I didn't know it was a kid at the time, but this guy DM'd me and he was like, calling me a pussy or whatever in the DMs. And I was just like, you know what? I'll take the time today. I was like sitting there. It was like 7 p.m. on a Wednesday or something. And I was like, I got time. I'll do it today. So I responded and I was like, let's see your car then, if you think your car is so sick. And he sends me his car and I screenshot it and post it to my story. And I go, look at this fucking dumb car. It was so funny, dude. And then he starts DMing back. He's like, wow, really, bro? You're going to, and I was like, yeah, you came to my DMs. Like, I was like, you picked the wrong guy on the wrong day. Now I'm here. I was like, you got me. You got me here. You got the guy. I got a few followers. You got me. Now I'm here. I'm giving you the attention. Here you go. What do you have to say? And he had no idea what to do with it. And he was like, I was like, I mean, I said some pretty mean things, but I was like, I'd love to see what you look like. I guarantee you're ugly as fuck. I guarantee you. I was so mean to this kid. And he's like, bro, I'm 16. And I go, good. Fuck you. I don't care. It doesn't change anything for me. I'm allowed to be mean to you. You don't have to be an adult to be mean.
Yeah,
I can be
also,
mean to you.
16-year-olds, just PSA for 16-year-olds. You can't call people in their like mid to late 20s, chopped, all this, and just expect nothing. I was playing Arc Raiders the other day.
Yeah.
And dude, we got fucked up by some demons. And like, we tried to push into them and they just ruined us. Like every time I peeked, headshot to the dome piece, recharge, same thing over and over again. They down all of us. And then they get on the mic and they're like, oh, looks like it's a bunch of 30-year-olds headed back to the lobby. I'm just like, yo. Like, hey, if I was on Thanksgiving break and could play all day, I'd be cold too, bro. And that's a lie. Like they would have ruined me regardless. But
well, it's also just it's so funny because it's like there's really nothing you can do. Like when video games, they will be better than you because they have more time. Like you said, they have more time, so they're going to beat you. And the long and the short of what I was getting at here, a little name drop on the pod, it was so funny to like have this. I was calling this kid every name in the book, and I was just like, I don't care that you're 16. It was like this whole. It was so funny. I don't even remember why I started telling that story. What were we even talking about that led to that? I don't know what we were saying. 16. Oh,
yeah, 16-year-olds. It's always like a 12-year-old.
Yeah, we were talking about like
every once in a while.
Reminder.
Yeah, I used to do
young
people. I used to do a pin of shame on my Instagram videos. I used to do it pretty often. Like when someone would just say the dumbest thing ever, and I would pin it to the top and just respond and say like, "Congratulations! Like you're today's winner of the pin of shame. I hope you can rethink your actions and do better next time." It was great.
Yeah,
I need to get back to that.
I like that. I was going to say earlier, I forgot to finish my thought, but what I was going to say earlier was not to keep harping on your Bills, but you do just need a true wide receiver one. That really
I don't know if that solves all the problems. I think
it doesn't solve all the problems. It doesn't solve all the problems. And maybe Brady does need to go. But I do think it would help unlock so much more of the offense if you guys had a true, because even though like Kincaid is good, Shakir is good, but neither of them are great or like neither of them have those games. Neither of them have a George Pickens game that he's like. George Pickens has had like 2 or 3 of those games this year.
Yeah.
Neither of them have the ability to have that type of game where it's like, we're just going to keep pumping the ball to this guy.
Yeah, you're right.
Throw it up. He's down there.
You know who's back. You know who's back in Buffalo making I'll say plays, not big plays, but big game Gabe Davis, baby.
Gabe Davis
he's back. He got he's got a few balls last few games, and it's just it brings a joyful tear to my eye to see Gabe Davis back. Or Grape Davis, as they call him on Bill's social. There's a picture of him with like a bunch of grapes on his head. It just says Grape Davis.
Let's go.
It's classic.
Bill's social is great. Bill's social is so good.
They crushed. They've been doing this weird like lore thing about some random shit, and it's like it was kind of funny at first. Now I'm like, I don't know. I'm over it.
Yeah. The Chiefs take down the Colts.
Oh, I wanted them to lose that game so bad.
Chiefs take down the Colts. I hate to be this guy. I hate to hit you with an "I told you so."
Don't say it.
I hate to hit everyone with an "I told you so," but I did say I don't know that the Colts are a juggernaut, and the Chiefs will be in the play. They will find their way to the playoffs, and they will go far. I'm telling you guys right now, they are the Chiefs still. They are going to find a way.
Well, here's
I will be shocked if they don't make the playoffs.
Yeah. I mean, look, do I think that? Probably. But
right.
A wise man once said, "The power of life and death is in the tongue." And I'm going to speak this into existence. The Chiefs are not going to make the playoffs, and it's going to be awesome. It's going to be great. It's going to be fantastic.
I
get fired up just thinking about Travis Kelce, and as my dad calls her, Trailer Swift, sitting at home on their couch watching the NFL playoffs. That would make my day. The Bills could not make the playoffs too, and I would be just as happy.
I hope you're right, because I would love for there to be less competition in the playoffs for my Rams, because I think right now we are the best team in the league.
Yeah.
I think we're the best offense in the league, and I would love to not play Pat Mahomes in the playoffs.
Speaking of,
yes, please
jump into it. Let's go Rams Bucks, 34-7. The Rams are cheating because they run one play within 5 yards. They run one play, they just have like it's like someone it's like Warriors split screen offense where it's like we really do one thing, but we have like 7 different things we do out of that one thing. It's not fair.
Almost as effective as the tush push at this rate. Like within 3 yards of the of the end zone, it has been so effective. It's 12 personnel. They roll out that Puka's not even on the field. They roll out a couple tight ends.
Yeah.
They roll out Kyron Williams, and then they just run they just get Tay on an island, and they just have 37-year-old Stafford throw up a perfectly placed ball to Devonta Adams on a back shoulder fade, whatever you want to call it, end zone fade, and Tay just has still maybe the best hands in the league, and he just goes up and gets it every time. Every time it works, almost every time. And they run this really cool play too that I was watching a breakdown. Shout out, there's this guy on Instagram and TikTok, film breakdown something or other. He sounds like Gruden. He's a younger guy.
He's like a young, like offensive line Gruden.
Yeah.
I love watching his stuff because I will convince myself that I understand the difference between all the techs. He's like, you got the 3 tech here and then the 9 tech here. And I'm like, I was like, I could have said that. I could have gone down the line. I
right.
No,
there's no shot. There's no shot. I know football, but I don't know the X's and O's terminology as well as like someone who's like really, really into it like that. But shout out. I'm drawing a blank on his name.
We got to get him on.
We got to
get him on the show. I'm pretty sure
to have you on the pod.
His name is like Film Watcher.
Like
that.
But he was breaking down the Rams run this play, and it's like a motion. It's like a motion, and they either it's literally just like it's almost like an RPO. They either hand it off or they throw a back shoulder to Tay, and they kind of just keep running it until you stop it, and then they just do the opposite. So they'll run the same play 3 or 4 times, and they'll get the play off, and they'll throw a pass. And then all of a sudden you're like, all right, well, we can't keep getting beat by this play again. And then all of a sudden it's just like, well, here you go, Kyron, for 12 yards.
Yep.
And they run it like 12 times a game. Sean McVay continues to be, in my opinion, the best head coach in football at least this season right now. Obviously, Andy Reid is great. Obviously, Shanahan is great. And LaFleur, we've got a couple great coaches out there. But McVay has just been, every year he comes back with something new and innovative. And they have just found the perfect blend of personnel for McVay. They've got like 3 tight ends that are all capable and they're all big. None of them
you have 3 Tyler Higbees out there running around.
There's like 4 Tyler Higbees. It's crazy. There's like Davis Allen, Tyler Higbee. I love you too. Oh brother, we out there. Oh, that's fun. I like that.
Oh brother, we out here goes hard. That's hard.
Oh brother, we out here. My bad. Oh brother, we out here. Love
that's
you too.
Tough.
Great name.
Big fan.
It is tough. Bro's so tough. But they have 3 just like bang average tight ends that are just big dudes that'll make 2 catches a game. One of them will make 2 catches a game. That's all they need. And they just keep rolling out combination of them.
Get up front and put some on the floor. Put someone on the turf.
It's just the perfect offense for McVay. Stafford has been the perfect quarterback for the system. Tay and Puka have been the perfect receivers. Corum and Kyron have been the perfect duo to run behind the blockers. And the defense is just like good enough to keep winning games. That's the end of my spouting of love for this current Rams.
Hey, and guess what, Connor? You deserve to do that. Because, granted, the Rams have won a Super Bowl in somewhat recent years, but it's only so often that your team is good. So when 100%. Your team is good, talk your shit, cousin. But you mentioned something about Coach of the Year and someone that I think if this team can finish strong, they deserve to win Coach of the Year hands down, and that's Ben Johnson with the Chicago Bears.
Yes, I'm with you.
You were agreeing with it before I even said it. Did you know where I was going?
I did. Yeah.
Okay.
I figured because we had already talked about all the other coaches I didn't name Ben Johnson yet. I had figured you were going a different direction.
As soon as you started naming coaches, I started looking around for my segue. You got me in segue mode, dude. This is segue gate. You've infected my brain into segue. I'm always in segue mode. I'm just like,
you're not even giving takes anymore. You're just like, where is my segue?
Just Zach Galifianakis, except it's a bunch of like little one-liners that like going across like that, but this actually.
Yeah. I think obviously I would love to see McVay win Coach of the Year, and I also think that he should. But I agree with you in the sense that oftentimes Coach of the Year goes to like which coach clearly turned around the team.
Very often, it usually means the coach that is the coach of the team that improved the most. Usually wins Coach of the Year. Unless someone is just so incredibly dominant. Like I think McVay, even if the Bears like win the division, I don't know what record they would need to do that, but if they win the division and the Rams stay as hot as they've been, I mean, what are the Rams now?
9-2, I believe.
Say they go, math guy. Say they go 14-3, and their only other loss is an overtime loss. I think, and the Bears win the division. I think probably McVay still wins it, but
yeah,
I do want to talk about the Bears for a hot second, because this feels like. This felt like the most Bears letdown game of all time. I think we said that. I don't remember exactly, but I think we said no matter who plays, Rodgers or Rudolph, or at least to me, it felt like a Bears letdown game because and you know, a lot of Bears fans have been saying this sentence right here is after a win, they say that's a game that we lose last year. And I'm like, you're 1,000% correct.
Yeah,
you're 1,000% correct. I think like as you know, and it seems to be a phenomenon to everyone whenever it happens, but apparently time and place and situation and coach means a lot for a quarterback. It means a lot. Yeah. And we're surprised every time it happens. And, you know, that's in sports in general, but especially for a quarterback, like, wow, new head coach. He's taken over play calling. It was apparently rough. Like I remember all the training camp reports of like, Ben Johnson like booted the first team off the field a few times because he's like, we need to keep going with practice. I can't wait for y'all to figure it out. Like you have to have that. You have to have that for your young quarterback, for your young offense. I mean, how many weapons do they have that are like first, second, third year guys? I think DJ Moore is the only like, I guess DeAndre Swift has been in the league for like six years, I guess. So he's a vet too.
Yeah, Swift and Moore are the only guys you could call like vets on the offense, outside of like the offensive line.
Skill positions,
all the receiving core, tight end.
Colston Loveland. I guess Cole Kmet's been there a hot second too. But either way, this is like, it's a cool story because especially a franchise like the Bears that are just honestly just historically bad. Like there's no way around it if you're a Bears fan. Like you had your glory days when when the defense was incredible, but what is it like? No Bears quarterback has ever thrown for like it's like not a big number. 4,000 might be the wrong number, but there's a number where every single franchise has had a quarterback throw for that amount of yards, but not the Bears. But they took care of business in this game. And I think like there's mistakes on both sides, but ultimately the offense got it done. And that's kind of been the story of the Bears season this year. And it starts with Caleb Williams. Like, He's a good quarterback, and at this point, like he's one of the more elusive quarterbacks in the game.
Yeah, he's very dynamic. I enjoy watching him play.
He throws the ball hard as piss. When he wants to throw it hard, he just fires it. It's awesome.
And it seems like he's finally like caught up to NFL speed when it comes to like evading
for sure decision making
backfield. Because like the first season, you could just tell he was like trying to dance around the backfield and like duck under sacks and stuff like as if he was still playing against 17-year-olds. And it was like, brother, this is a 30-year-old man that wants to put food on the table for his family. He's going to get you. You know what I mean? Like, so it's been fun to watch him play football. And another guy who is just electric to watch play football is Jameis Winston, who I just need to say one quick thing about because that touchdown was so electric when he caught that. And that guy needs to start for a rebuilding team next year. I cannot stress this enough. Jameis Winston is the perfect bridge quarterback to go out there and play for you while you develop a young QB behind. You know what I mean? Like Bring that guy. That guy should be playing football games every year. He's must-see television every single game.
Yeah.
If your team's going to suck, at least make them exciting. Do you know what I mean? Like if you're going to be rebuilding
1,000%.
and shit, make it fun. Make it fun for the fans and for the viewers at home. That's my one thing on Jameis Winston.
You want to know why I think the Giants wouldn't play Jameis until now?
Why is that?
I think it's truly, and I believe this wholeheartedly. This is not a meme take.
Okay.
I think that the Giants saw how much everyone loved Jameis last year in Cleveland. And, you know, granted, very hateable starting quarterback in Cleveland, but he tore his Achilles, whatever. He goes out. Jameis comes in, and everyone's like, why shouldn't he just be our starting quarterback? Why don't we just start him? And they just drafted Jackson Dart. Yeah. And also spent not a ton of money, but spent money to get Russ on the roster too. So, like, if we play Jameis, even if we lose, if he plays okay,
the fans,
everyone's going to want Jameis, and we can't have that. We just drafted a young guy. We spent some money on you know, a guy who has had a lot of success as a quarterback in the NFL.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of teams are kind of scared of that. Like I think if you're the Saints, like this, if he would have gone back to New Orleans and started over Shuck and Rattler, then I think you're okay because no one expects Shuck to be any sort of ready at this point. Like the fact that he looks okay right now is, I think it's like, okay, way ahead of schedule. I don't think anyone expected this. I think we expected like rookie year Ian Book in New Orleans, just fresh out of Notre Dame, just out there throwing 4 picks a game from Shuck. But like, no, he's not. He's not terrible.
Competent
for sure. Going too far down the Shuck path. I am a Shuck buddy. That's what Tyler Shuck fans call ourselves, by the way. If you're wondering.
Okay.
Shuck buddies.
I was wondering.
Yeah.
Interesting fandom to be a part of, but do your thing.
Yeah. Hey, you got a problem with that?
No.
Because we don't take kindly to people having.
No, be a Shuck buddy or whatever it is. It's cool. It's cool that you do that.
Anyways,
it's cool to call yourself that.
I dug myself in that hole and I wasn't sure how to get out of it. But either way, I do like Jameis. I'm all aboard the dude, he's better than a lot of starting quarterbacks, but I think ultimately he's the answer for a team that knows they're not going to make the playoffs, but we can sell some tickies.
Yes.
Sell some more tickies.
That's my stance on him. I don't think he's a great starting QB. It's just that he's fun. Speaking of fun, you like that segue?
It's great.
We're on segue mode right now, dude. I am so excited to keep watching this Lakers team now that LeBron is back. Speaking of fun, this team is having so much more fun than I thought they would be. LeBron.
Are we getting into it?
LeBron
Are we going right now?
Oh yeah. Oh,
okay. Let's do it.
Are you done with football? Did you have another football take to give? I was figuring we were hitting the hour mark here. I didn't know if we.
Yeah. No. That's a great decision. I was going to see if there's any other games that really, not too crazy of a week.
Shedeur playing. Okay, was cool. I hope he does well.
Yeah, I don't. It's not a story. It's not a story. It's a story because of what his last name is. I don't dislike him because of what his last name is. I don't expect him to do more or less. I just don't care. It's a 5th round pick or 6th round pick on a bad team that's starting for the first time. No one cares. I don't care. Anyways,
I'm
Bron,
kind of the same way. Yeah.
Pookie Bear.
He looks like he's just having a blast out there. And I'm loving it. I love that he was all smiles all game. Now that may get a little bit old when it comes to if we ever go out, if we lose 3 games in a row and LeBron's out there giggling all over the court, it's all right, man, shape up a little bit here. But I don't see him doing that. I don't see that's not really a LeBron thing to do. But they are just this combination of Luka and LeBron doesn't seem like it should work on paper. But there is something about having 2 guys with such great passing instincts playing off of each other. And LeBron, I think, being so willing to sort of give the keys to Luka in a lot of ways and be no, I understand. I'll play the supporting role here. I'll still be effective. I'm still going to get mine. I'm still going to do my thing. But it does seem like he's way more okay with this than I think a lot of people thought he was going to be. He clamored for a long time with AD. He wanted AD to take over that team.
Dude, I think he says that. He says,
and I think
that.
that's what I think that's what a lot of people think about him.
I think that you could be right, but I would not be surprised if like eventually if we see like a little bit of because Luka is going to wear his emotions on his sleeve. If it's crunch time and Bron takes a shot that Luka thinks he should have taken, it is going to be very, very clear, not only to everyone on the team and on the bench and in the locker room, it's going to be clear to everyone. Like you can tell. But I think it's definitely in the Lakers' best interest to like lean on Luka. Lean on Luka and also like keep leaning on Austin Reeves too. Like let's not forget that Austin Reeves was torching everybody for like a decent 10-game stretch.
Yeah.
I mean, he was playing well, but there was like 4 games where he was just going absolutely stupid.
Yeah. I think it also is to the benefit to lean on Luke. I think it's also to the benefit of LeBron at this point in his career at 40. And I do think because the question is LeBron just saying that he wants someone else to take over and he doesn't actually mean it? Or is he really being genuine when he's like, I'm 40. I would love if someone else shouldered the load. I think with AD for the last couple seasons, I think it was the former. I think he was just saying that. I think he was just saying, oh, this is AD's team now. I really hope he takes over. But I think secretly he was like, no, I'm still him. I'm still LeBron. Even at 38 right now, I'm still at the top of my
That makes sense.
It's still I do think now at 41-year-old season, I do think he is finally like, actually, it would be nice to have someone else sort of shoulder the load, and I will just play sort of a complimentary role. I think he is going to average 11 assists a game. I think LeBron is going to average like, this is my prediction, 12 points, not 12. That's really
let's go 17.
We'll go. I would even go as far as to say like 16 or 17 points a game, 7 or 8 rebounds, and like 10, 11 assists a game. I think it is going to be a lot of just ball movement for LeBron, a lot of almost like secondary Luka's off the floor. LeBron is now kind of the ball handler stuff. Maybe that'll be more Reeves' role. I'm not really sure exactly how they're going to work that out yet. But after like 1 or 2 games so far here, it looks good. It looks better than I thought it was going to, having maybe even all 3 of those guys on the floor together, AR, Luka, and LeBron. And I just think with especially with how much LeBron and JJ click in terms of what they think an offense should look like and what should be asked of LeBron at 41 years old, I think this offense is going to start moving really well. And I think a lot of that is going to be LeBron being like, no, I do actually just want to be a facilitator. That is actually where I'm at in my career.
Well, and let's not forget this too. Luka, him and one other player, and that player is Nikola Jokic, have the most gravity of any player in the NBA. And I guess maybe Shea too, but
Shea does, yes.
Yeah, but I think Luka and Jokic's gravity is more present around the rim because 1, they don't get there very quickly. Mm-hmm. And 2, also once they get there, it's not like they're the only ones there because they just blew by somebody. Like usually you have time to get over.
Yeah.
So weirdly enough, I think that Bron might be playing off the ball quite a bit and also like having things run for him off the ball as well.
Yeah.
Like being able to be a screener and the beneficiary of a pick and roll. Like when is the last time LeBron has really gotten to play as a guy like that? I'm like, maybe never. I mean, I don't even think in Miami, bro, he did that much.
But it wasn't even that much. Yeah.
But dude, in Cleveland, all they did was they just played ISO ball. It was your turn, my turn between him and Kyrie. That was it.
Yeah.
I don't think that's going to be the way it goes down in LA. I think and if Bron could be okay with it, he's going to, I think he might be scoring the easiest, like 18 to 20 points a game of his life.
We're making the same point here. This is what I'm trying to get at here.
Yeah.
You phrased it a little bit better than I did. I think JJ is going to scheme up more I think JJ is going to scheme up more interesting things to get LeBron looks, and he'll have it just the LeBron game I think is going to look so much different this season than it ever has.
Yeah. By the way, just full transparency, my stomach is going crazy right now. I'm ripping some farts that smell like natural, like oil, like natural gas.
Yeah.
My cat just jumped up here to see what he was smelling. Like, what's going on? What do I smell?
Fetty Wap was like, "Hey man, I got one eye, but I do have 2 ears. I mean, two nostrils. I guess ears. You could hear the
ears.
What I was getting at.
Well, they came out silent. I made sure of that, but like, they came out hot.
No, but that's
yeah. So if I do have to just run to the bathroom, I'll turn on the stream. I'll start chatting in the stream. Let you know what my
that'd be great.
What my takes are.
I've ran podcasts or I've ran streams myself. You
can fill some. You can definitely fill some air.
Break. Fill some hot fart air.
Some hot Chinese air, man.
Some hot Chinese air.
Throwback to last episode. Only long time listeners will get that one. But I want to look at the rest of the. Oh, go ahead, please.
Before we move on, just my last thing on the Lakers, and we can move on. I do want to look at the rest of the league. Ayton has also looked like he's really found his home here, and I think this is something that LeBron, especially at this age, really excels at. Is like, I think LeBron really understands what guys need in a locker room. A lot of times, he gets out of anybody who's been like a superstar, top 25 level player, the Kobe's and the Jordans and all. LeBron is the most like, I'm willing to sort of like give guys what they need in the locker room to make them happy enough to like be here, as opposed to like the Kobe philosophy was you either have the dog mentality like I do and you're ready to go through the grind of being my teammate, or you're not on this roster. And it does feel like LeBron, when he boots guys off a roster, it feels more like it's a fit thing, or like it doesn't stylistically on the floor, it's not working well. But he's very good. He's very good, maybe the best ever at understanding like the mental side of how to get guys involved in the game in the right way. And I think I think we saw it when he was like sitting, in the way he interacted with Ayton. He was very encouraging. So Ayton seems like the type of guy you need a lot of like, hey, you're good, man. It's, this isn't the Suns. We don't all hate each other. Like, this is a good locker room. You're all right. You don't need to like, it's okay. You made a mistake. We all are going to make mistakes. You're all right. And you saw a lot. I saw a lot of that. And now that they're on the floor together, you can just see he's bringing this energy to. It's a lot of laughing and joking and smiling, and it feels like he's like trying to bolster this vibe around this Lakers team. That's like, Ayton, aren't you happy to be here? And honestly, what's happening is he is getting the best out of Ayton.
I think what DeAndre Ayton, like, I think you're right. I think what he needed more than anything is like, it's LA. And you're playing with LeBron. So if you're not playing well, everyone's going to blame everything on you.
Yes.
Ask Taurean Prince. Ask
Russell Westbrook.
Ask Gabe Vincent.
Yeah.
Who's just like signed as like a rotational piece. And everyone's just like, I would murder Gabe Vincent if I ever saw him.
We're one of the worst fan bases in all of sports.
Well, I mean, dude, you put LeBron and LA together, like that's a recipe for disaster in terms of like
100%.
Rational fan bases. But
100%.
what I was going to say is like, you're DeAndre Ayton, you were the big signing of the offseason. You were the big, like now I think things are rounding out piece that was needed in LA all of last year.
Yeah.
And you don't start out very well. And you've also spent your last 3 years in Portland just kind of wasting away and really not playing all that great, but not playing poorly. And you were was he the number 1 pick, or I think he was the number 2 pick in the draft?
2.
I think it was 2.
I think it was 2.
I can't remember who went 1 in that year, but because I think Luka and him were the same year.
They were the same year, and they were the same year. But I remember
he might have been number 1, dude.
No, it was Ayton, Trey, Luka.
No, it was
no,
it was Ayton, someone else, Luka,
I get that wrong? Not
Bagley, and then Trae Young, and then the Mavericks traded Trae Young up for Luka.
Yes.
But I can't remember who went second.
Sorry, I meant it was a 2018 draft. I meant that it was that was.
We got to look this up now.
Ayton was 1, Bagley 2, Luka 3, Jaren
Jackson was 4. Dude, classic. How about Sacramento, man? Just finding a way to screw that one up, dude.
Picking Marvin Bagley. So Sacramento of them.
Yeah.
By the way, in that same draft, this is so funny. This is a great draft. So hilarious. Mo Bamba at 6 to the Magic.
Oh, dude. I think people thought he would be what Kel'el Ware is now.
Yes. Wendell Carter to the Bulls at 7. Sexton, who I actually think is a good player, not 8th in the draft level, but good player. Sexton to the Cavs at 8, and then Kevin Knox to the Knicks at 9. The following picks behind Kevin Knox to the Knicks at 9: Mikal Bridges, Shea at 11, Miles Bridges, Jerome Robinson, whatever, Michael Porter Jr.
Respect Jerome Robinson. He's a bucket. He's definitely not good enough to be a bucket getter.
No. But I just think it's so funny to look back at these drafts sometimes.
Yeah, MPJ.
You missed on MPJ. I mean, so many guys.
Even like rotational guys were in the late teens, like DiVincenzo, Kevin Huerter.
Yeah.
Grayson Allen. Anthony Simons, 24th.
Anthony Simons. Yeah, 24 in that draft.
Wow, this was I forgot. Oh, and then Jalen Brunson at 33, by the way. Mavs, and neither of them are on the team anymore.
What a beast. Yeah.
Whatever.
Just pain for you.
Whatever, dude. Recently. I don't even care. It's football season anyways. Bills suck.
Let's get around to the league. Let's start with who we think is the most improved player, because that was a question.
That was a question
in the chat earlier. And
George.
I would like to hear your thoughts on who you think the most improved player is. I can go
that
first
is a great question. Go first.
I can tell you right now
because I need to think.
Jalen Duren.
Okay.
Duren, I think, will be the most improved player. I don't think it'll even be relatively close. I think you look at a guy like Cade and you go, okay, he's definitely taken a leap from like one tier to like another tier this season, where he's like now in my opinion, I think Cade is above Anthony Edwards in the like future of the league franchise guy tier. I think they're in the same tier, but I have Cade higher in that tier than Anthony Edwards.
Yeah, shout out Duren, 5 Pete, Duren.
Duren, yeah.
Her name is Jalen. And sorry,
that's okay. I love it. I think Keontae George from the Jazz
should be playing well.
In consideration, at least. I really like how he's been playing. Josh Giddey.
Oh, the Giddler might be my one.
Giddler will be on that list, but I do think that Duren, of everybody, has taken the biggest leap, and he's also playing. He's the second best player on the best team in the East right now.
Yeah,
which is
I think that they might have a hard time giving it to and this isn't a shot at him at all. I'm just thinking what like sports journalist voters will do. Like, I don't know if they'll give it to just like a two-way center, that really isn't it's not his team, and it's not even like he's like the second option. He's just really, really good at his job, and that's okay. I'm just thinking of sports, because you know who votes on these lists? It's nerds. That's what people don't understand. Right. Whenever people talk about accolades, I get upset because I'm of the opinion that Rudy Gobert is not a good defender. And my favorite analogy that I've said on the show before is, if you tell me you're a good driver, but you can only drive around the neighborhood and you can't get on the highway, I don't think you're a good driver.
Yeah.
So, if you're not a good defender, whatever, like you can only guard the rim, you're not a good defender. But whenever people bring up, oh, well, he's got 3 DPOYs, 3 Defensive Player of the Year awards, I don't care. The people that vote on these awards have never played a sport in their life. They're nerds. They're dweebs.
Right.
These are people that cannot watch a basketball game and tell you, like we've talked about, who was the most impactful player here. Like they have to look at the box score. They can't say this is why this team won and this team lost. They got to say, they got to look at the box score and be like, oh, well, they gave up, X amount of this, X amount of that. And like, that's okay. That's necessary sometimes, but I don't know. Awards, that's why awards never mean that much to me. But if I had to pick one, I like the direction with Duren because I do think that's really important. But who is killing this year? But he is.
That was my next name. But who?
He's good. Dude, Denny, the Wizraeli.
Oh, that's a good poll too, honestly. Yeah, Denny, Duren, Jalen Johnson, and Giddey, and maybe Keontae George. But those 4 specifically.
Also, Ryan Rollins from the Bucks.
Yeah, Rollins looks great too. Yeah.
He's been killing people, bro.
Yeah, he's great. No, he's a fantastic.
He's a very good player.
But I think in terms of like, because you have to remember, most improved a lot of times will be like, okay, who's taking the biggest leap, and also who's the best
on a good
player.
Team. Okay.
Like, know that too, yes. But who's taking the biggest leap, and then who's also the best player on it? Like, there's like a couple different things that go into it. So that being said, it's like my vote I think would be for Duren, but I also can see Jalen Johnson, Denny, or Giddey on that list.
Yeah,
I think all of them would be deserving of it, but I think it'll be one of those guys. If I had to make my pick, I think you're right on your analysis of like how that pick is made and who's voting on it matters, and I fully agree with what
it's so fun to say who you think it is, who I think it is. Like that's so fun to me. I just hate a lot of times the award doesn't.
Well, there can be two different answers.
Deserves it. Yeah,
I hear you. And there's two different answers here. My personal vote is for Duren. Who I think will win it will probably be Denny or Giddey. That's probably who will. Like if I had to predict who I think like the reality of the situation will end up, Giddey will probably get the most picks. Denny 2, Jalen Johnson 3, and then Duren 4.
Well, right now the odds are Duren plus 150, which I was saying I don't think they're going to give it to him, but right now he is the odds leader. Duren plus 150, Giddey plus 450, Denny plus 550, and then everyone else is over plus 1,000. Excuse me, Denny.
Okay.
Sorry, not Denny. Ryan Rollins 1,200. Ben Matherin. That's a name we didn't get.
Interesting.
Jalen Johnson, Keontae George, Austin Reeves, another one. I mean, which I don't think he's going to stay on this production level once Braun is back. Just less shots to be taken.
And also, it's not even really that he improved. He's always been like this. He just got really
he's good. It's just more shots to go around right now.
He's always been like this.
So many people don't understand that there are so many guys in the NBA that if they were just given more shots, like they would score a lot. But they're not better than the best guys on their team. But Jaime Jaquez, the Thompson twins, Amen, and then Asar. Keyshawn George, Wizards, very big fan of this kid.
I like him too. He's a good player.
He's just a very, very solid player in every aspect of basketball.
Yeah.
He's 6'6", 6'7"-ish. He's a good shooter. He's 3-level scorer. He's a great facilitator. Like he gives you a lot of not even secondary ball handling. Like he can just run the one. But I like him a lot. Decent athlete. Solid on defense, but Shaedon Sharpe, Buzelis, and then AJ Mitchell with the Thunder. I got one buddy who's a Thunder guy, and he's like, honestly, bro, like, I think AJ Mitchell might be the next Shea. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? That's the dumbest shit I've heard this guy say a lot of dumb things. Like, that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard you say.
It's not even like they're not even like the same type of guy.
No.
Like, it doesn't even make any sense. I don't understand the analogy there.
Yeah. I heard someone on a podcast say, like, bro, Max Christie, and he was a Mavericks fan. I'm like, gosh, we might be you think LA fans are the worst. At this point, Mavs fans are the worst. He said, bro, Max Christie might be the next Shea. Another person thinking that someone's going to be the next Shea. I'm like, do you realize how just incredibly off you are?
I watched a ton of Max Christie. I can tell you right now, he will not be the next SGA. He was on my team.
He might be the next Mikal Bridges.
I watched 100+ games of that kid play. I'm telling you right now, his ceiling is
Mikal Bridges. Is Phoenix Suns Mikal Bridges.
Peak ceiling is,
or just any 3-and-D player. Like,
what
part of Max Christie has led anyone to believe that he is the type of guy like, let's put the ball in his hands and let him run the show,
do everything? No.
I mean, he catches and shoots threes and he drives closeouts and he's a good defender. That's what he does.
He's got he'll have 4 moments a game where he takes someone off a dribble and you're like, oh, cool. He shot a mid-range pull-up off the bounce. That's cool.
Guess how many times he's changing directions?
Yeah. 2, if that. Yeah.
0. He's going in a straight line to the rim because he just caught the ball and he's such a good shooter that he gets aggressive closeouts and then he dribbles around them and does the off of one 2-handed dunk.
Yeah.
I love Christie. He's great, fantastic.
No, he's a good player. Yeah. Let's see. I want to see the MVP odds here. Let's go through. Do you want to go through our early season predictions? This kind of a good way to
screw the Western Conference, bro.
No,
I don't want to talk about that shit. No, dude. No, actually, I'm so down. I'm so down for this.
I think it'll be okay. So Jokic is 150, and that's probably who it is. It's probably going to be Jokic.
I hope
SGA
it is
160, and then Luka's 450. Wemby's lower right now because he's hurt, and that probably won't come back up. But it'll be Luka, Shea, or Jokic. It should be Jokic. Jokic is the best.
It should be Jokic every year for the past like 7 years. It should be Jokic every single year.
Yeah, the year that Joel Embiid won, it was like, oh, voter fatigue is just clearly 100% the thing. And SGA was great last year, and it's not that he didn't deserve an MVP, but Jokic is still, for every single game that he is on the floor, it doesn't matter who he's playing against, he is the best basketball player on planet Earth.
I think that the voters...
That is...
Yeah, sorry, finish.
I was going to say that to me, that's the most valuable player in the league, is the guy who is the best player on the floor no matter who he plays against.
Yeah, no, for sure. And it's always Jokic. Like, no one can stop him. He's a machine. But I do think the year that Embiid won it, he just won it because the voters knew that he's lied about his age and fabricated his birth certificate, and he's actually 39 right now, and that this is their last chance to give Embiid an MVP.
Do you really believe that?
1,000%. I have on good authority, actually, that like
what
players around the Sudan area, they lie about once they turn like 6 or 7, they burn their birth certificate. It's very true.
Wow.
I know someone through someone, and this is a guy who I'm like, he would not lie about this. Like 1,000% has no reason to lie. He does not care about clout or having people approve of him. He said that he was talking to a guy and he was like, yeah, Jonathan Kuminga was in my class. Like we were the same age. We were playing on the same teams. He's like, I'm 33.
What?
Jonathan Kuminga is not 27, bro.
Wow.
Why do you think Thon Maker's couldn't, his knees disintegrated? Why do you think Luol Deng didn't play very long? Like,
dude, that's crazy. So you think Joel?
Why do you think Joel Embiid is his body is like falling 37? Apart at 30?
Yeah,
he's old, bro. He's like in his late 30s.
Hilarious. I love this.
Yeah, bombshell. People will choose to believe it or not believe it. It doesn't matter. It's the truth.
Yeah.
It's not all. It's not. I'm not saying like every person that comes from the continent of Africa does this, but
sure,
it's happened a lot.
Sure.
I mean, they found Thon Maker's.
I didn't think you were saying every person in the continent of Africa lies about their age. I don't think that. I mean, I'm glad I know. I get it. You got to cover your bases. But I don't think at any point everyone was like, is he saying that everyone on the continent of Africa lies?
Listen, they're all the same. No, but they did find Thon Maker's high school yearbook from Australia, and he graduated high school in 2010.
No way.
Like this is openly available information of like his face and his name in a yearbook, class of 2010. And then he was the best sophomore in the country in like 2014.
What the hell, man? That's great.
Shout out Thon, man.
I love this. Yeah, shout out.
Anyways,
Maker, one of the best mixtapes in basketball history, because he was a grown man, obviously playing against 14-year-olds or whatever.
Dude, imagine just being like, dude, imagine being like 22 and being 7 feet tall and being like, yeah, I'm a freshman. I'm actually I'm 15.
Just going on averaging 45 and 50.
And just
Wilt Chamberlain.
Killing everyone. Like so that's like a Division I, like a Power 5 best player on his team, Division I player being like, yeah, actually, can I play a JV high school game?
I love it.
Speaking of the youth, let's talk about our young guys, our young fellas, our rookies.
Yeah. Rookie of the year?
Rookie of the year right now, it is a very, very, very slanted runaway race with Con Knipple. And I say very slanted. He's the only guy in the minus. He's minus 115. So he's the only guy you could bet and make less money than you put in for betting because he's really good. I have heard some talks about people about like, man, like LaMelo wants a trade. Should they give the keys to Con Knipple? No, don't do that. Con Knipple is playing so well because He is so good off the catch. He's such a fantastic shooter. He's such a good offensive piece. And LaMelo has such a great gravity on the ball. That's why he's playing well. Like, if you take away the gravity piece, you see production. We're going to see it go down.
In all the games, what about in all the games that LaMelo's missed where Colin has been kind of the primary ball handler?
I mean, I don't, and I could be wrong.
Or was he not? Was he not the primary?
I don't think he's. I didn't watch a ton
of the Hornets, so
no, it's all good. He's getting a lot of touches, and he does he's capable of creating his own shot, but he's not shooting at the efficiency that he's at, and with the volume that he's at, without a big gravity piece like LaMelo. Like Khan's, he's great. Don't get me wrong, but I just want to say, for people that are like trade LaMelo and maybe give the keys to Knipple, it's like, no, you're still going to need another big piece. Like you're gonna need a ball dominant guard.
Yeah,
like Brandon Miller is not it.
Yeah,
go ahead. I want to hear.
I heard some talk of like a Bucks trade where maybe there's like a Ryan Rollins for LaMelo trade that goes down or something like that. I don't know how realistic that is, but I've heard chatter of a couple different. I guess. Yeah, I
could see a Jazz, Keontae George, and Laurie just really, really commit to the tank in Utah.
Yeah.
And then you get a replacement lead guard that's playing well. And then you get another really, really good piece that can fit seamlessly into the starting lineup. Put him at the 4.
I guess my question there is like, why would the Jazz?
Because they need a tank, bro. They need to just tank. Like, why is Laurie there?
Yeah.
Laurie's winning you like an extra probably 20 games this season because he's going to go nuclear. 20 is a lot.
There's like a list. There's this list of guys that it's like, there's a list of guys on teams where it's like, why are they here still? Make the trade. Make the trade. Him. And Laurie's like probably at the top of that list.
1,000%.
It's like Laurie, LaMelo, honestly, every player on the Kings.
I was going to say Levine was the guy in Chicago for forever. And
then he got traded to a team where it's the exact same situation. So,
dude, I saw this meme. I saw this meme of like it's a scene from Oppenheimer, and he's like they're studying and like looking around and talking, and it was just like the Sacramento Kings watching the 2022 Bulls like while assembling their roster. It's like taking notes and be like, yeah.
It literally is. It's just the Bulls. It's the Bulls over again. It's so, but it's like get Sabonis off that team. Get DeRozan off that team for whatever you. Although I don't know if anyone even wants DeRozan at this point. 36-year-old can't shoot threes. It's like,
hey, I'll take him. Give him to me. Mavs, whatever.
Yeah?
Like if we're not even as a like he's the piece we need. Just as like it'll be fun to watch him shoot turnaround middies. That'll be sick.
True.
I'll take that over what I'm seeing right now any day.
Yeah, I hear you. I hear you on that. He would be kind of a nice like secondary ball handler. Because he can kind of run like a point forward situation a little bit. Like,
he's looking to score though. At the end of the day,
it's true. Yeah,
it's cool with me.
Yeah. This I got to say, by the way, this is one of the best draft classes in a long time. This draft class is really exciting, man.
It looks good right now.
Derek Queen actually looks really cool,
dude.
I really like his game. He's fun to watch, man.
Love watching Derek Queen because
he is so fun to watch.
Truly, I mean, I think I said this before. I play just like him. I play the exact same way as him. And this is, and I'm saying not when I like played, like when I played, I was just sprinting up and down the floor, just trying to be energy guy. But in my like rec league YMCA era of my basketball career,
right.
Derek Queen, man, just
I love
fake
that.
A handoff, like just floaters, weird
kind of
post
has a bag.
Yeah. But
kinda
like
has like some handle.
Just enough.
Yeah.
Like he has handle like Şengün has handle.
Yeah.
And they're about the same size.
It's like, okay. Yeah. He's kind of he's almost in the same, there's sort of this archetype of center being built that's like the Jokic archetype that like Şengün obviously is and the Queen kind of is. But it's also Queen feels a little bit more almost like Boogie-esque.
That's a fantastic way to put it.
Şengün is to Jokic what Derek Queen is to Boogie.
I love it.
And they're all kind of the same. There's a Venn diagram there that has crossover.
Yes.
You know?
That's really good. That's really good.
Yeah, thank you. Just kidding, kiss.
Dude, my camera like fish eyes. I noticed this before. I was thinking you were gonna join, like in the middle. But look at my fingers when I get them close.
Oh, that's fun. I like that. Do you guys like my exposing my hairline close up like this?
I think you're very handsome, and I think.
Thank you. What if I did the whole pod like this?
I mean.
Yeah, I like him too. He's a good player. I'm gonna do that one day. I'm gonna do the entire pod like that.
Oh my gosh! Fart Dream Girl says, "Kiss, kiss, kiss."
Maybe we will.
Maybe
we do. Maybe we do off pod. You guys have no idea. You guys have no idea.
You guys have no clue.
Anyway, getting back to the league here. Queen looks great. VJ Edgecombe, electric, hell of a player. Cedric Coward, I think, is going to be really
I was so high on him.
Player.
I was so high on him, man.
Yeah.
And it's so funny because there was no tape to watch. He played in 2 games last year.
Yeah.
That goes to show you, apparently what shot him up people's draft boards was, one, like the measurables, his workouts, but interviews. Yeah. Apparently, dude, he interviewed like he was interviewing for like a corporate job, and he was just like, everyone loved him.
Okay.
Everyone loved him.
I can see
this
that.
guy has a great personality, super mature for his age, and obviously he's like 6'5" with a 7-foot wingspan, like something stupid. And he shoots the hell out of the ball. Yeah. He's a great defender, but anyways.
Rebounds well for like
he does a lot of things well.
Guy. He's very polished for a dude that hasn't played a lot of hoops because he was hurt. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Ace Bailey, I think, is still going to be decent. I think of the guys that were like the most exciting in the draft this year, I think Dylan Harper will be the better of the two. Dylan Harper looks great. Bummer he got hurt. Cockbrenner, I wanted the Lakers to pick him up so bad. He would have been such a perfect.
He is the most. I think he might be the most real, like way too tall white guy center of all time. Everything he does. How tall is he? He's like 7'2".
Is he?
He's very tall. He might be 7'3". I was looking up.
He's very Jakob Poeltl.
It just, dude, and I think Poeltl is even a little more like polished, and he looks dude, Kalkbrenner is like a dinosaur, man. Like, and I love him. I was really high on him at Creighton, and after his sophomore year, I was like, he should leave, and he stayed and played 2 more years.
Yeah.
But like, he just cracks me up because in college he's very dynamic. He was, on the perimeter. He would like size someone up every once in a while and go get downhill. Now he just runs up and down the floor and just sits under the rim. Yeah, and he's
the highest percentage in the league.
Yeah, yeah, and he shot the highest percentage in all of college basketball. Every single year he played, or at least
he also averages the second most blocks per game in the league behind like Wemby.
Yeah, this right here, baby. Just go straight up,
dude.
I love the white guy center that is just like verticality king. Just like, I'm not coming down. I'm here, baby.
Luke Cornett.
The
Cornett closeout.
Who else was a big? I feel like Matt Bonner did that a lot.
Yeah, Matt Bonner.
Just in the paint, just jumping hands up. Zubats is big on that.
Straight up and down. That's all you need.
But Roy Hibbert,
defensive
OG.
Roy Hibbert,
OG verticality king.
Yes. Defensive player of the year right now, leader is Chet Holmgren at 120.
That's crazy.
And then you have Wemby, Evan Mobley, Amen Thompson, Dyson Daniels. That is the top 5.
Love to see Gobert plus 4,000. Love to see it.
I don't think he'll ever be in the conversation again, to be completely honest with you.
Yeah.
I think we've seen the last of that. I got to be honest. My pick here obviously is if Wemby can like get healthy and like play majority of the season, it's got to be Wemby still. I honestly would. I would take that bet. Wemby
How is it Chet? Yeah, that's actually those are incredible odds.
Yeah, because if he comes back and plays, if he plays 60 games this year, he's still going to be the DPOY.
Yeah, and no disrespect to Chet, by the way.
No, Chet's a good defender and a decent shot blocker, but he's a very good shot. He's a good.
He
shot
moves
blocker,
well. I'll say this: like he moves better than Wemby does, but like it doesn't matter. Like when you're 7'3" with a friggin' 7'7", 7'8" wingspan.
Yeah, I'm surprised though. Wemby is the best defensive player in the league and will be for the next decade. I don't think it's even a question. Like it's not even going to be close. Wemby will probably win multiple MVP and DPOYs in the same year, probably more than any player in history by the time it's all said and done, if he can stay healthy. But let's take Wemby out of it. Let's say he's hurt. Let's say he plays 50 games this year because he keeps getting hurt or something, and they just can't. I would say Evan Mobley and Amen Thompson I like more than Chet as like true defenders.
Defenders. I always lean guards. I lean guards just because like if you're a big, you better show me a lot. You cannot just be a rim protector and win defensive player of the year to me. And Wemby, like he's okay on the perimeter. It's not because he's great at staying in front of people, but it's like you can try to go around me. But I'm gonna be there.
That's the thing,
and you're gonna get around. You're gonna get around me rather. But
yes, but he'll recover so well.
Yeah.
Talk about gravity. His defensive gravity is maybe
anti-gravity
the craziest I've ever. Yeah,
we should coin this. This is good.
Whoa,
biggest anti-gravity in the league of just like stay away.
Wemby has anti-gravity. If Jokic has gravity on the offensive end, Wemby has what we are calling anti-gravity, which is the complete opposite of the offensive end. He's so good defensively. Yes.
I like this a lot.
He's so good defensively that he has everyone moves away from him. He's anti-gravity. Good pull there.
That is good.
Good pull there, Dookie. That was a Dookie pull.
Clip it, chat. Clip it.
Clip that, chat, clip that.
Yeah, somebody clip that, chat. Vswimmy asks, is this for pledging? Yeah, pledging my heart to your mom, dude.
Oh, get dunked on, stupid fuck. Sorry.
Damn.
Okay.
All right,
so it's cool when you do it?
Hey man, I'm really sorry about him.
Guy who doesn't understand how to like play along with ribbing. So you're like,
yeah, that's what his mom said last night. It's like, you fucking idiot.
You fucking piece of shit, I'll kill you. I'll kill you in real life, for real. Seriously, I will kill you.
Can we get Twitch banned with 8 viewers?
Yeah, true. Actually,
death threats.
Really chill out on that. I don't know.
Man
discovering fire with the anti-gravity. True.
You gotta throw this up there. I was like, my eyes got so wide, dude.
Oh, two cavemen.
The Shane Gillis.
What do you? So let me ask you something though. Let me ask you something. So with your sort of like the lens that you viewed the DPOY through, which is like you got to be able to drive them both the freeway and residential. You got to be able to go residential and highway. Do Amen and Dyson give you enough in terms of like paint protection? Because perimeter defending is equally important in different ways. Those are the two types of defense that you play are perimeter and paint defense, right?
For sure.
Do you think those guys sort of cross that bucket?
Yeah,
and who's your DPOY if it's not Wemby?
So if it's not Wemby, I might go Amen. I mean, last year I was giving it to Dyson Daniels. And I think like just based off the sheer numbers of not only like there are only so many quantifiable things in basketball. And I'll get to this when I answer your original question, but like of the stuff you could quantify, Dyson Daniels had a lot. Passes deflected, steals, blocked shots. I think even like shots affected too. And that's a big one.
Very, very low percentage opponent, very low opponent shooting percentage.
Exactly. So what I would say about a guy like, Marcus Smart wins Defensive Player of the Year a few years ago. He's not blocking shots, but he's still affecting drives. So there are a lot of ways you can protect the paint. You can take charges. You can go up vertical and just make it a tough angle. You can swat at the ball on the gather. But blocks are the quantifiable thing, right?
Yeah.
So that's what gets the credit for rim protection.
Right.
Like also deterring drives by never letting them get around you anyways.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Amen Thompson, Dyson Daniels are going to beat you to the spot. Davion Mitchell is going to beat you to the spot when you're trying to get downhill. And he's just a pit bull. And it's like you can make some progress, but you're never going to get where you want to get on Davion Mitchell because he's going to beat you to the spot and he's going to chest you up and he's going to be raking down at the ball if you try to pick it up.
Yeah.
So it's like you're kind of playing with fire when you try to drive on a guy like that. Unless you have an advantage off the catch, it's like or a screen. It's going to be tough. But those are things that like these voters, your everyday NBA fan, even your everyday NBA content creator, they don't. That is just an inconceivable thought to them.
Yeah.
They need to hear blocks, steals, defensive rating. That's what. And it bothers me to no end. This is a very sensitive spot for me. I don't want to try.
I can tell.
Yeah,
I can tell.
I supposed to say I couldn't tell.
I would like to give you space to really explore this and why that bothers you so much.
Dude, I want to explore anti-gravity some more, man. Who has the most anti-gravity?
Wemby's got to have the most.
It's probably Wemby one of just like a stay away. Like Chet doesn't give me anti-gravity vibes.
No, a lot of guys will really go into Chet because he's so a lot of guys are like, no, the way to get Chet to not block your shot is to like bump him.
Just go directly toward him. So Chet does not have anti-gravity.
No, Chet. I would argue Mobley does.
Mobley does. I would agree.
I would argue Mobley. And Mobley is a guy, I think, when I watch him sort of like, now he'll get cooked every once in a while because he is taller, but he is a guy that I think when he switches on to a smaller guard, I don't think guards are like, oh, it's time to eat. Like, I don't think guards see Evan Mobley and think, oh, this is going to be really easy to get around this guy or hit.
I think you're right.
And create a bunch of space.
I think Amen is the same way too, where people are like,
agree.
Get away. Like, don't even go at him.
Amen actually has great anti-gravity.
Yeah. Dyson
Amen,
too.
Dyson and Amen, they will, teams will, they'll try to get them off. Because a lot of times you'll have them, if you have Hawks Warriors, you'll have Dyson sort of chasing Steph. The game plan will be, how do we get Dyson off? How do we get him away? Yeah. Which that's the guard equivalent of anti-gravity. Yeah. Instead of like, well, I'm going to drive the ball away from you. It's like, we got a scheme to get this guy off you.
The game plan anytime Steph is on the court is just like, he's just going to like skip around the court in a figure eight for exactly 22 seconds. While the person guarding him is literally just like in a Squid Games obstacle.
Yeah.
Just like playing like a legitimate AAA studio platformer. And
and then he's got to take like a punch from Draymond. He's got to like watch out for the elbows from Draymond. You know what I mean?
And then Steph is just like this back down the floor.
Steph is hitting a shimmy.
By the way, I think 5Pete actually clipped that. That was the first time I've ever been on stream and said chat clip that. I've only ever said chat clip that ironically.
I also said that jokingly. 5Pete, that was sick as hell, dude. Thank you so much.
That was so sick. You know what? You're a mod now.
5Pete, you're modded.
Welcome to the mod squad.
You're modded. What a beast.
Now we can say, hey, 5Pete. If someone says something mean, we say, cut off that guy's penis. You're done.
I didn't know where you were going with that.
5Pete.
I thought he was like off his head.
5Pete.
5Pete.
Chop him.
5Pete. Snip that man's penis.
Tell us all what it smells like.
5Pete, take a weed whacker to that man's genitals, please. 5Pete, demolish this man's balls, please. Like he's Jarvis. 5Pete's our new Jarvis.
5Pete.
5Pete's our
make her 9 feet tall.
5Pete, add graphics to this, please.
5Pete, enhance take to 100% correctness, please.
Yeah, that's incredible. 5Pete, enhance my own penis, please. Make it bigger. Oh, fuck yeah.
5Pete, run the lawnmower over this guy's scrotum.
Make your skin blue. It's so good, dude. Okay, and then we've got I forget Clutch Player of the Year is like an award now. We don't have to talk about that too much, but Cade is leading in the odds. Cool. Yeah. I hope they give it to Cade.
Yeah, they give it to some. This feels like excuse me, but it feels like a fuck ass award. I'm just gonna come out and say it.
It is kind of a fuck ass award. Yeah, I mean I get it. It's cool. Whatever. I like it. I like it. It's sort of. I think that what they want it to be. They want it to sort of be like not the MVP, but like the second best player in the league. That's what it feels like they want that award to be. They feel like they're calling it Clutch Player of the Year because Shea is second in voting right now. It feels like they want it to be that. I
mean, it should just be who hit the most game winners or like who scored the most points in the last 2 minutes of every game.
Yeah.
Like that feels like what it is.
Yeah. Do we want to run through the Western Conference real quick?
Let's each pick a team. Let's each pick a team to talk about. Because we're at an hour 45.
Well, I already talked. Well, okay, then let's do this. I already talked about my Lakers. That would be my team to talk about the Western Conference right now because I think they're fascinating. Let me hear you. Do you have a team that you find fascinating right now that you want to kind of tap into here? Maybe if you get through it fast enough, I'll hate on the Clippers because I want to. But outside of that,
I mean, honestly, like the Nuggets are just very good.
Yeah.
And that's no surprise anyway. That's not really exciting. Maybe let's go a little rapid fire here. Maybe that's better.
Yeah. Okay. Rapid fire.
Thunder are still the Thunder. No one should be surprised. They're very, very good.
Top to bottom.
Nuggets. I mean, Jokic is inevitable. Aaron Gordon.
He is Thanos.
You know who I think could be an Aaron Gordon in the same situation? He's still having a good year on his team, but Scotty Barnes. I think Scotty Barnes strikes me as an Aaron Gordon type in terms of ideal role for a team. Okay. Scotty Barnes feels like Aaron Gordon.
I think he's got a little more to his game than Aaron Gordon ever had.
I don't think
I could see him.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna. No. I was just gonna finish that take with. But I see what you're saying, and I could see that being the latter stages of his career when he's like 29 or something like that. It never really worked out, and he's like, I'm just gonna go be like a second or third guy somewhere in like a supporting role.
Yeah,
I can see that.
The only reason I say it is because they tried to go with him as like the 1-1 guy last year, and they ran him at the 1 a lot, or pre-trade deadline, and it didn't work because he's not a 3-level scorer. He's not a good enough shooter to be a high usage on ball guy.
Yeah.
So I'm like, he's still an incredible basketball player. He's very, very talented. So that's just my thought about that. But
I hear that. Okay. We already talked Lakers. Let's go Rockets. Rapid fire.
Rockets, fun, very fun team. I mean, they were my fun team of the year last year. And I actually did my very, very proud of this take. I called them taking the jump. I said, this is going to be like when the Thunder took the jump. This is what the Rockets are going to do this year. And I was right.
Yeah. I would like to see them get a true point guard.
That is their thing.
Trae Young to the Rockets is really interesting, if you ask me.
Ooh, that would be. I think the Hawks.
I don't know how the money works.
The Hawks are all in on this year.
They are, but are they playing better basketball without Trae Young? Is Trae
Young hurt right now?
Yes.
I've not watched a Hawks game in like
he's hurt, and they've been better. They've had a better record since he's been hurt. I think they've been winning games.
Okay, that's what I'm hearing. Give Jalen Johnson the keys. Talk. Well, Trae Young is it's tough because you always have to hide him. And you know, when you go out and you sign Luke Kennard too, who's going to play a lot of minutes, and I guess Nikhil's not a bad defender, but if you have another guy who's like a minus on the defensive end, you cannot hide both of them. You can't have them both on the floor at the same time.
That I think what happens here, I think the best case scenario is you go 3-team deal where the Rockets get Trae.
Are you going to include the Lakers?
No.
Anytime I hear you say 3-team deal, I know you're about to insert the Lakers.
And can I tell you?
And we actually ended up with all the best players.
Yeah. And can I tell you, usually I do. Welcome to talking to a Lakers fan. We always think we're going to get all of the best players. And by the way, we do. So I hate to tell you this, but we do. So, no, what I was going to say was I think it'll be a 3-team deal where it'll be like Trae Young to the Rockets. And then the Hawks will get like another guard somewhere. Maybe they go get like this is not what I want it to be, but I'm just going to say this for the sake of rapid fire getting through this. They'll go get like a Dennis Schroeder, like a point guard. They'll go get like a real point guard, and they'll get like some supporting role guys, like some really good role players from somewhere. And then some other team will just end up with like a bunch of picks.
Probably dish out some young guys. Reed Shepard like probably on the chopping block. I believe in Reed Shepard still.
Yeah.
But he's not been.
I think he'll be good.
He hasn't been great thus far. But this is also his first year actually getting consistent minutes. So he's essentially a rookie. But Spurs are the Spurs. If Wemby plays, they're very, very good. But it also seems like teams are starting to figure out how to at least slow him down. I mean, they're just blitzing him, and they are essentially fronting and doubling and forcing him, just getting the ball out of his hands.
It'll just be Wemby figured out how to beat this. We figured out how to counter that. Like Wemby's whole career is just going to be like, how many guys do we have to send at him, and in what way do we have to beat him? And he's always just going to try to figure out a way to overcome it. I think he'll always kind of come out on top. I don't know how much you can scheme for a guy that's 7'6" with a handle and a step back 3. But
hey, you know who does scheme for him very well? The Phoenix Suns. They are 2-0 against the Spurs. And they're actually, they're in 6th.
They're the 6th seed right now,
So,
which is really fascinating.
Very fascinating. The two teams that everyone made fun of for having too many players at one position, doing better than everyone thought. The Raptors and the Suns. The Raptors just have a bunch of forwards, and the Suns just have 2 guards.
Yeah.
And they're both doing pretty well. Maybe that's the move. Load up on one position. Be deeper than anyone else.
Maybe the Suns need some of the
Sorry, I had to throw that 5P comment up there. Call me the 4th reindeer, how I'm blitzing.
Maybe the Suns need to go talk to the Kings about, like, can we have Sabonis or something? I don't know. Maybe Keegan Murray. I don't know. Maybe Levine is a good fit for the Suns.
I think any trade talks are just contingent on does the Kings ownership believe that it's time to blow it up? And I don't think they do, because the Kings never blow it up.
At 5-13, 13th in the West, it's time to fucking blow it up. I don't know how to tell you this. The Kings ownership, I don't know how to tell you this. There isn't a more blow it up position to be in. Same with the Clippers. We'll call this part of the rapid
You
fire.
just signed 2 older guys. Like, you just got 2 very like guys way out of their prime, and you're 5 and 13. Blow it up.
Blow it up. Clippers and Kings. Blow it to smithereens.
The Clippers are the most outstanding by the Gap Band team ever.
Yeah. Let's go true rapid fire here. Timberwolves, they're just going to keep doing what they're doing. They'll be a playoff team. They'll probably get bounced first round, but whatever. Warriors, Steph is still Steph, but this team is just not good. They're okay.
I mean, I think you use the term barometer when you're talking about Jared Goff, comparing him to the rest of the league. The barometer of the Golden State Warriors is Jonathan Kuminga.
Yeah.
Because they're good when he doesn't play well. If he's not playing, they're still a good team. But if he is playing, he takes a lot of shots. That's inevitable. Jonathan Kuminga is going to get him up. So if he doesn't play well, if he's taking a bunch of 6-foot jumpers and missing them, because that's the biggest one, is he getting all the way to the rim or finishing, or is he having to take a bunch of really short pull-ups and missing them, because he misses those shots a lot.
Yeah, the Warriors will be kind of just hovering, I think, just above 500 a lot of the year, and they'll get to the playoffs and they'll beat someone they shouldn't first round. They'll go out and beat the Spurs or something first round.
Sounds about right.
The Trailblazers, Denny, big leap. Who knows? Maybe they kind of are like, we like our young squad. We're going to make a push to win soon. This isn't their year, but they're fun and exciting. That's good.
Clingan looks good. I really like Donovan Clingan.
I like Clingan a lot too. The Grizzlies, the jaw experiment is officially over. Jaren Jackson Jr. is not a second guy on a team. Blow it up. Get rid of him.
I feel like we've all known that for the past 6 years, that Jaren Jackson Jr. cannot be any sort of go-to guy.
Everybody in the league outside of the Memphis Grizzlies ownership has been like, hey, this isn't going to work.
Well, Desmond Bane was the second guy, but whenever Ja gets hurt and Bane becomes the one and Jaren's the 2, or not the 2 positionally, but the number 2 guy. Just any time that Jaren has to create with the basketball in his hands, he has negative bag. Jaren Jackson might be one of the least aesthetically pleasing basketball players to watch.
He's Miles Turner. He's people thought he was supposed to be more than that. He's just Miles Turner. He just blocks shots and shoots threes, and he can't really rebound. What are we doing?
And at least Miles Turner's jumper looks okay. Jaren Jackson looks like he's chest passing the ball to the rim, and it goes in. He shoots it well, actually, but
no, he does. But he's a third or fourth best guy. Desmond Bane is a third or fourth best guy, and Ja is your second or third best player.
I don't know. I think Desmond Bane is a very, very solid number 2 on any team.
No.
Also, you just turned green.
Yeah, I'm watching college hoops, and there was a commercial that was all green.
Oh, heck yeah.
Desmond Bane is he can be the third best player on a contender on the right team, but I just don't.
Maybe
he's not a 2.
I'm at the green commercial, by the way. I just threw it up.
There you go. Yeah, there's a second green commercial. I'm getting hit with
some random pharmaceutical drug that only 0.00001% of the population needs, but I got to see it. I got to see it 12 times.
We got to see. Yeah, we got to see some lady running around through a field of flowers while there's in slow motion while there's a thing that's this will probably kill you. Just so you know.
Side effects. Mostly you're gonna die.
Mostly you're gonna die.
Side effects: death by diarrhea.
Yeah. The Jazz, honestly, some good young pieces, but you got to make some moves here.
Whitest team in the NBA too.
Which, does that surprise anyone that the team in Utah is the whitest team in the league?
Hey, remember, I think Minnesota tried to do that. They tried to build around, they were like, ownership actually, or I think the GM eventually said like, yeah, we're trying to build out of like European players. And it was like Ricky Rubio, I think it was Luke Ridnour. Who else was it?
Oh, there was like a wing too. That was like a,
it was, it was AK-47.
Yes.
Andre Kirilenko.
Yeah, Andre Kirilenko.
And it was like older Kirilenko. And then it was like, I think it was Michael Beasley at the 4, and I think they just played Kevin Love at the 5.
Yeah.
It was just Mike Beasley and 4 white dudes out there just going to battle.
Yeah.
Every single day.
Love it.
The Jazz,
we already talked Clippers and Kings.
Yeah. Jazz are just,
go ahead.
No, I was going to say, Laurie's awesome. The rest of the team is somewhat underwhelming, but Keontae George is playing well. We're seeing a bit of a Svi Mykhailiuk renaissance.
Oh, dude. I'm not going to spend Dirty Mike and the boys. Love that, by the way. Dirty Mike and the boys from the other guys. Best comedy movie of all time. Svi looks great, man. Svi looks great.
He could be a nice little microwave off the bench for a lot of good teams.
I think he could start at like your 2 guard on the right team. I really do. Ideally, he's like a 6th man, 7th man or whatever. But I really like him, man. I think he's another Laker that the ownership was just like, He was in the same, dude. We had a stretch. It was like Lonzo, Josh Hart, Larry Nance, who I know isn't really much anymore, but like has played some decent minutes. Julius Randle, BI. We had like a stretch. We drafted a bunch of great players. Alex Caruso, and we just didn't want to give any of them like $5 million, and so they all left. And it was like they all now are like cool. Even like Thomas Bryant is like a 3rd string big. I don't know, whatever.
Yeah, he's solid big. Far Dream Girl says, loving all the basketball talk, but I thought you guys were gonna kiss.
Guys, we'll do it off pod. We're trying to rapid fire.
That's the bonus episode for the Patreon.
Yeah, for the Patreon
subscribers. We should set up a Patreon.
So yeah, Jazz have some. Collier looks good. Flipowski or whatever.
Filipowski, yeah.
Whatever, man. They got a bunch of whatever guys.
He's a solid player, yeah.
They got to trade Lowry. What are we waiting for here?
Yeah.
We talked Clippers, Kings, the Pelicans. We don't really even need to touch on other than Derek.
Yeah, we don't really need to talk about the Mavericks too. We don't need to talk about the Mavericks.
I was going to finish with that.
No, I'm asking you that we don't talk about the Mavericks.
I was jumping the Pelicans. I want to come back to the Mavericks. The Pelicans, we'll finish on the Mavericks because we're coming up on 2 hours here. Pelicans, Derek Queen, fun. Zion experiment probably over. Let me hear 2 minutes of Mavericks. What do you do?
Cooper
do you
looks
trade
better.
Kyrie and AD?
No, you have to see what you have. You have to see what you have. Like everyone wants to jump into this, like blow it up now, blow it up right away, do this, do that, do that. See what you have.
I agree.
It's be patient time.
Yeah.
And it might be one more year. It might be tank.
Yeah.
And just like, okay, then you get another good young player. Maybe, dude, imagine if we could somehow snag AJ DeBonsa. That would be absurd.
That'd be sick.
Cooper Flagg and AJ DeBonsa, the two of the most hyped prospects of all time. Outside of Zion is probably top 3 in terms of like after the year
LeBron.
2000. Yeah. LeBron maybe. Who cares about it? Whatever. But yeah, I don't know. I'm of the opinion you have to see what you have, full strength, and also it took Jason Kidd, getting to like 4 and 12 to notice that, this Cooper Flagg kid really plays better when he's not playing point guard. Like maybe we should get him like involved in other. And everyone else is like, oh yeah, that's a good idea.
Oh, you're just good. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Thank you for coming to that realization now, NBA head coach Jason Kidd.
Yeah, and I mean the whole like, well, we got to prepare him. All right, we want him to be this great player. It's like, well, your team is kind of like you're on the hot seat now. Jason Kidd is on the hot seat now, and it's not a like worldwide everyone's talking about his job, but when people are going to get frustrated and there's another finger to point, it's going to be Jason Kidd. There's enough hatred for Nico still to where everyone's still mad at him, even though he's gone. But eventually, like, you can only lose for so long before they find a new person to hate.
Yeah. Yeah. I am curious, though, if the Mavericks do decide to blow it up. There's a lot of point guard needy teams right now that would love a Kyrie Irving when he returns. And there's some younger teams, the Pistons, that could like really use an AD if he was healthy. So it'd be interesting. It'll be interesting to see if anyone becomes a buyer and if you guys become sellers.
Dude, imagine you know where I think AD fits really well?
Where's that?
The Knicks. I don't know if they'd be able to offer us enough.
I don't think they will. I think they're going to push hard for Giannis this
Yeah,
offseason.
they do have
they
have no picks. They have no picks to give up. They have to sign someone.
Have nothing. Yeah.
Hey,
anyway, 2 hours officially here.
Yeah, on the dot. We got to wrap this up. I cannot feel my my lower back is completely numb. I have the worst. I have the back of like a 90-year-old man.
Hell yeah.
We got a lot of miles on me.
Yeah. Well, hey, thank you guys so much for joining the stream. We appreciate you all. We love you all so dearly, so tenderly. We love you. If you want to see us kiss, please join the Patreon. No, we don't have a Patreon.
Should we be Patreon guys?
No, not yet. We got to get more than 7 viewers on a pod and more than like 16 followers on.
Well, hold on.
Before we start a Patreon.
For the sake of the people.
Yeah.
Let's check the old Spotify numbers and let you know how you guys are doing. All right.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of people here also, probably don't listen on Spotify.
Yeah, a lot of people here, you're joining the stream, you're not listening to Spotify. But I'm curious, what are they? How are they?
Well, it's making me log in. Occupy the people for a little bit, Connor.
Sure. Yeah, let me just do a couple minutes here off the dome while you figure out Spotify numbers at 2 hours and 1 minute into a podcast.
It's making me log in.
A good time.
Now it's like no Spotify account found. Oh my gosh. This is worst case scenario.
5 pizzas, I'm getting it from the source here. True, you are drinking straight from the tap, brother. Every time I've turned this way, I keep catching myself. I have the stream up to see the chat. I have my Twitch up, and every time I turn this way, I catch the stream. I can see just how awful my hairline looks when I turn this way.
Oh, stop. Don't talk about my friend like that. By the way, it's making me go to Gmail for a verification code.
I gotta move my iPad with the chat to this side next stream so that when I'm looking at it, it's my better side where the swoop covers my hairline. I can't turn left anymore on pod.
You can do whatever you
about
being
6'5"? Dunking basketballs. I would say dunking basketballs is my favorite thing about being 6'5". I like how I can.
I imagine that's a good part of it.
Court. Yeah, I go to a basketball court and then I get the basketball and I dunk it in the basketball hoop. That's my favorite part. Got to reorient your monitors. I don't know that I only have. So I don't even have monitors. I have an iPad and then I have my laptop and then I have my actual monitor. I don't technically have multiple monitors, but the iPad's coming over to this side for sure from now on. That's a change that needs to be made.
Okay. I got it, by the way. I got it now.
Okay.
In the last 30 days, we have 62 plays total, which is solid. 16 hours of consumption.
Whoa.
Meaning the time people are consuming us.
Yeah.
And then 12 people decided that they liked us enough to follow us on Spotify to be notified when we release episodes.
That's awesome. I hope that's
a pretty solid start for like very minimal promo. That's pretty solid. And then also we got
pretty much zero promo.
We got dude, on our first episode, we got like 60 views on like the full like hour 45 episode.
Hell yeah. Let's go. Sick.
Yeah, the clips are doing well.
People tune in. Yeah.
Yeah, follow us on social.
Full 2 hours here.
People are going to be like, this is actually exactly what I wanted.
I actually wanted more of these two guys talking into the microphone about sports.
Yeah.
That's actually what I wanted.
Not enough of that.
2 hours.
Not enough out there.
Yeah.
All right.
But yeah, please follow Slim Dookie at Slim Dookie Hoops. Is that the full name?
It's Slim Dookie 1 on TikTok. I was not the first one to try to do that. I had to go Slim Dookie 1 and then Slim Dookie Hoops on Instagram.
Gotcha.
But yeah, if you just type in Slim Dookie, I'm usually the first one that pops up. Hold on, let me promo you. For everyone that's here for me and doesn't know who this is, go follow Goat at Willie Goat. And follow the podcast page too. The long and the short. And it's this nice picture we have up here in the top right corner that I think everyone can see. Follow us. We're posting clips and just to be notified about what's going to go on. We're in the process of finding consistency. It seems like Tuesday around 5 p.m. Central 6 p.m.
Feels to be
Central
our
is kind
time.
of our time.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. We'll try to stay consistent as possible with that because I feel like this feels good. I think it feels right. Feels good.
yeah.
So,
All
hey,
right.
thank you guys so much for joining. Slim Dookie's back needs to be stretched here, so we gotta call it.
I need to get on like the old timey torture machine where they just like size you up and
pop your body in half.
Dude, that sounds
hell yeah!
nice.
Thank you guys. It does sound kind of nice. Thank you guys so much for joining.
We love you.
We love you dearly.
We love
Please
all of
tune
you.
in next week. Hopefully, believe Tuesday next week. We'll see. We'll let you know. All right.
Peace.
Okay. See ya.